I think you scared a bird away with that.
I think we've been doing this for a fucking year, and I
You
still
think
don't know what
we
I'm
would
doing.
figure it out? Yeah.
Here's your link to join. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Doug, tell the people what the fuck we do here.
We're Marital Hate. I am Doug. This is Stacy. She's my wife. We don't hate each other. It's just a funny thing that we picked out for a name for our podcast. It's an interactive podcast. People type in, we bring it up on the screen, we have a little interaction. The other people interact with that. And then at the end of the night, it's one big cluster F, if you will. We're on all the major platforms, Facebook, YouTube. We're on Instagram, Twitter. Instagram's good, but they cut you off at 9 o'clock, and we can't bring your comments up on the screen. But
by the way, I forgot to go live on Instagram. So,
so never mind.
Anyway, we're so glad you guys are here. There's 7 of you already. That's awesome. So I'm Stacy.
I'm Doug, which we've already been over.
I wasn't paying attention. Well, because we're having a special guest tonight, and
we
our
are having
first time.
Is it guest or guests?
Unfortunately, Keith had to work, so we just have Alan tonight.
Alan,
but that's okay. I hear good things.
Are we gonna finally figure out if it's Keithy or Keith?
I think Alan will tell us. Yeah.
Okay, good.
And I believe so. Keith had to work tonight.
Okay.
Alan's here.
Somebody's got
Apothecorner. I'm so excited to talk about them. So they're a small business, LGBTQ owned in New Bedford, Massachusetts. They just opened, and I didn't order from them. We have the box right here, and I got to tell you, all day I resisted the urge to open the box.
Said box.
The box. And as Pinhead said, you open the box, I came. I expect to come a little bit when I open that box, because I think that
depends what's in the box. I suppose
they have an absolutely amazing store
situation, and
I'm just super excited to have them on the podcast tonight. So it's going to be it might be a little glitchy,
might be disjointed.
Bear with us.
But you're probably going to learn something.
Alan's never done it before. We've never done it before, but I'm so excited to talk about their store because Mother's Day is coming up.
It is.
People never know what to buy their moms. Like never know what to buy their moms. And most gifts that moms get, like I love a handmade gift. Like those are my favorite, the handmade gifts. I still have like every handmade gift my kids have ever given me, even though they don't talk to me. Yeah. But like I just want to have I just want to give people an option. And the thing that's really cool is they have a Shopify shop. So you can buy like pretty much anything from
anywhere
them,
you are.
And they'll ship it. There's like literally something
where they'll be.
For every single mom there. There's something honestly for every single person there, but it's like really cool stuff. A lot of it's made by local artists. We'll get into it. No, they can tell you more about it than we can, obviously. So anyway, this is a live interactive podcast, and we had some excitement last night.
There was all kinds of excitement last night.
We've been going like, it's so weird because this is not scripted. It's live. We do live and interactive every night.
Reactionary.
You never know what we're going to talk about. And so today I had 3 clips that I uploaded to TikTok, and none of them could go on the For You page because we got a little dirty. There was one about how Trump looks like he's jerking off 2 dudes when he dances. TikTok would not allow that. There was one about, of course, about the dolphin, and then about how we're going to make FMK like a real life game show.
Yeah.
None of that can go on TikTok.
Can go on.
And the other thing that's interesting about TikTok, and there's all this congressional talk about like banning TikTok or making them become an American company, whatever, or owned by American companies, so the government can get information from them. TikTok has the most stringent rules of all the social media platforms. As a matter of fact, I did a stitch.
It's run by a bunch of commies.
And there you have it.
Sorry, I'm trying to just like use like old school vernacular, something like Archie Bunker would say.
You are Archie Bunker.
I'm not Archie Bunker.
He's old.
I'm not even Edith Bunker.
So in any case,
hello Cheryl, go Bills.
And so okay, the I totally lost my train of thought. TikTok. So TikTok has the most stringent rules of all of the platforms. So we've been able to put stuff on all. You can never say on a live on Facebook or Instagram, they will pull your comment down. However, I've been able to say a lot of other stuff. We had one video pulled off YouTube because we talked about the jabby jab, and other than that, we've been able to get away with murder, but like not actual murder. But TikTok, I had posted a video like where I was like interacting.
Yeah.
Sorry, a video on TikTok where I did the stitch where they were talking about what does the ... mean. And I got a bunch of messages and they were like, do you need us to help you? Like, are you being bullied? Do you want us to put the filters on? And I'm like, no, I'm okay. But where were you on Facebook?
Yeah.
People are mean on Facebook. TikTok people are nice. Facebook people are mean. And Cheryl, a nice Facebook person, says, hey guys,
we like Cheryl.
Hey Cheryl, we love you. We're like so jealous of your adventures. You're off doing everything.
Where's she now? I forgot where she was.
She's probably in Aruba or Jamaica. I really wish she would take you.
I think
to talk about the Bills and I can have some fucking.
She's back in Western New York, getting ready for.
Oh God, I hope not. It's cold.
Mini camp.
Mini camp? Do they have mini camp in Western New York?
Brandy says,
"Oh my God, Brandy,
are a-holes.
You've never been here before. We're so glad you're. Well, we're so glad everyone's here, but we're so glad you're here. You're new. We love it." And
and she has a pretty snazzy tattoo there. We watched all the seasons of Ink Master. I will look at that. I will talk about what were some of the things, the
contrast, the line work, the shading, blah blah blah. All I can tell you is the man went to art school.
I did.
Zero ink. Zero ink. I have a sleeve and one on my foot, and I would love more, but they're expensive.
Oh, that's right. Cheryl was in Grenada, which was apparent. And Cheryl, tell us if my friend was right that Grenada has the best beach in the entire planet. I've heard it was.
I saw her pictures. Seriously, all I do is live vicariously through Cheryl.
And Courtney says there's that beautiful lady, and Doug.
You said today, Doug said a nice thing about Courtney today. I'm going to just pull Brandy's comment off for 1 second. Courtney had posted, we were looking at her feed today, and she posted a picture of her meditating, and Doug goes, Courtney has nice nipples. So you're not always in a fight. Sometimes he thinks that
guys recognize greatness.
Yes, they are. You are adorable, Shortney. We love you. Keep coming back. And Brandy, I will tell you that you're going to make friends here, whether you like to.
Stay away from that Courtney girl.
Courtney's trouble. She says, I've been following you for a while. Oh my God, girl.
Stalker.
Why have you been so quiet? So the thing that's really cool is everybody here.
There's some animal over there. We're in Florida, and you never know when one of these animals is going to bust through the screen like the Kool-Aid man and get us.
So, if you interact with the comments, people will become your friend. Like everybody's friends with each other, the master haters. So the people that watch us, sometimes we call them haters. The people that watch us all the time call them master haters. And you will be doing great. Cheryl says, I'm not sure. We were at Sandals, so she's not sure how great the beaches were there because Sandals is very curated. Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that. I like fake perfect, like Disney. Oh, I love that shit. But in my life, I only like real, but I like fake perfect.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
And I don't like going to somebody's house that's fake perfect. I'm like, no, fake perfect. And Courtney says, oh yes, I don't wear bras. Me either, girl, but I got a situation going on here.
Yeah.
My boobs hang low, they wobble to and fro. I can tie them in a knot, I can tie them in a bow.
It's a lot of information.
I'd hit myself in the face first, like a little concussion. And she says, I'm in Cape Coral as well. Oh my God.
Look at you.
Girl, do you want to come on? You can come on the pod. You can come on.
And you can show us your tattoo with the good.
We can talk about whatever you want. You can pretend we can put you in a costume if you don't want people to know.
I don't think you want any association with this, Brady. I don't know. It gets kind of dicey. And here we go, dicey.
Courtney says, so my nipples are just always out there. Yeah, that's from breastfeeding babies. Hey. Mine are too, girl. Same thing. Your nipples look like my nipples. Except the titty behind it. You're a smaller person than I am, and I'm a very big person. So
I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to look.
I think that she's okay with that. It's okay. Courtney.
Well, we're like
and
family.
Then she said we had a bobcat wandering around today. Shut the front door. Did you get a picture of it? I need to see your bobcat.
Yeah, you never know what's going to bust through the screen and get us. It's stay safe out there.
Always going to be burrowing owls making a racket out here. What part of Cape are you in? Message me, tell me. I want to know everything. Okay. Overall on Instagram, we have Mindful Ascension. Hey, Mindful Ascension, we're so glad you're here. But we want to warn you that Instagram will kick you off at 9:00 and we can't pull your comments up on the screen. So come over to YouTube.
And I'm going to warn everybody right now that little Tommy Milmore, his nips lost their hair. His nips lost their hair. Yeah, they went bald. It was male pattern baldness of the nipples.
Hey. Do you hear this bird?
It's right there.
No, but listen. Yeah. Do you guys hear that? He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's just going to town. And Cheryl says
nothing. She said nothing.
I think you might have put an emoji or a GIF. We can't pull those up. And then Courtney says, I see men's nipples all the time. So, right? What
makes no sense?
Whose stupid fucking idea was bras? I don't get that. Whose stupid idea was bras? Whose stupid fucking idea was bras?
We should look that up. We should have our research.
It's a stupid idea?
The bras?
Yeah.
Well, at some point you're going to be jogging. You need something to hold them in at
my
that
hands. Point. First of all, if I'm jogging, it's because someone's chasing me. Who gives a shit about my tits?
All right, could you settle down there, bird?
This bird, what kind of bird makes that noise? It's going. Wah!
It's like a mockingbird or something.
I should ask Jeff. Jeff, he hasn't watched in a while.
Yeah.
It
sounds like my impression of the Monopoly guy. See?
It's not far off. So Courtney says, after saying I see men's nipples all the time, she says men's nipples are useless.
Indeed. That's why Ken didn't have any in the doll.
Not necessarily. All these boys that are changing their things, they need those nipples. Otherwise, they're going to look weird. Not that you look weird if you don't have nipples, because there's a lot of beautiful women who have had reconstructive surgery.
Yeah, they have the tattoos.
Maybe don't have. Maybe they have nothing. Maybe they have tattoos. If you want to look like a Barbie girl,
do whatever you want to do.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. And then
go for a ride.
Millmore's got 3 armpit hairs left.
2 on one side, 1 on the other, or are they all 3 on one side? That's what I want to know.
I want to know where mine are. And then Apothecorner says a man's nipples. Yeah. What do you do with your nipples?
Hey,
you're like, I'm trying to promote my business here, and you're talking about nipples.
Well, you've been warned.
So I'm sure man made up an idea for the bras. Yeah. Oh yeah. And okay, Apothecorner says a man's idea to put on the bras. Which is interesting to me because you have this theory that everybody loves titties.
Everybody loves titties. Gay guys,
and
babies.
My gay friends do love
women,
titties, but we have some gays on. We have a gay man on tonight that is not our normal gay man. We have a normal gay man,
have a normal,
Nolan, and we have our other our abnormal gay man, Billy, and of course we have another gays that we can chime in on this one, whether they like boobs or not. And then Limpkins is the bird that screams. Oh my God, I can't even with that.
There's a really funny comment coming up.
No, I'm living. Oh, Apothecorner is living. Oh, hey baby, did you get my link? Are you in with the link? I don't know how it works. We're figuring it out. I messaged it to you. And he said, I can't even wait to read that. Melissa said, laughing my ass off. What did I just walk into? I'm reading captions alone because I'm at the bar. Oh, girl, it just keeps getting crazier.
You know what this is like. You've been here
crazier.
Before.
It's not like you haven't been here before. You know it's going to be bonkers. We have like a bird nonsense going on. And of course, Alan at Apothecorner says, I'm an ass man. I'm a cock girl. I love big dicks, and I cannot lie. Actually, I love dicks. I don't love big monster dongs.
Monster. There's a big difference between big and monster.
Terrifying. The ones that are like a baby's arm, fuck that. He's too big for me. And he's like, he's big. He's big, but he's not huge. Sorry. Do you want me to tell everyone you have a huge?
No, I don't care what you tell. Just don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
It's just right. It's
I don't think anybody needs to know.
Everybody who's ever watched the podcast knows.
Yeah, but they don't need to know. You guys are on a need to know basis.
And oh my God, there's so many things. Yes, coming. We love coming. I fucking love boobs. Everyone show me their boobs. Courtney loves boobs. Everyone show. I've been trying to get pictures of dicks and tits and puss. I finally got a puss pic. Thank you. I've gotten a butt. I've gotten several dicks, all from the same person. But if you want to send boobs to Courtney, she would love them. And
here you go, Courtney. There you go.
They are an erogenous zone for men too, but I think men have them so they can find their cigarettes when they are drunk. Oh, well, that's an interesting way to go about it.
What, they do this?
Doug does not let me touch him.
Oh no, I don't
anywhere. But if I try to touch, once he told me to touch his nipple, but what?
No.
Wait, let me just touch
it. Nope.
Nope.
It's a nope. It's a nope
and
for me, dog.
And Apothecorner says same. Melissa is laughing.
Of course she is.
Yeah, y'all should put this up on the big screen at the bar you're at. And Apothecorner is happy to know. And she says, I love monster dongs. Too big for you. You're a little lady. You're going to be broken in half. But obviously, I have a favorite monster dong. That would be her husband's and why she has 6 children. 6. Melissa says, okay, if we're talking about the DJ, I was with a guy in a very popular band who we affectionately named $5 Footlong.
Oh,
yeah, you're too small for that. I'm too small for that.
That's not going to work.
I'm like the 2 of you put together. I'm not taking a monster dong. You people are crazy. You people are fucking crazy. Okay, So, I see Alan, and he is smiling, and so that's a good. That's
so
a good
wait.
sign.
I did that whole thing, so I have to do the
Without further ado,
wait.
You took it away.
I'm going to do it. I have to say, with us tonight is Alan from Apothecorner, a holistic and metaphysical emporium for your emporium needs. Discover natural handmade products, woodwick candles, plant haven, and locally sourced entrepreneurial products and services.
My favorite part about the Apothecorner is the fact that they support other small businesses and creators. They have like amazing products, and you can call them and be like, hey, what's in this? And they will answer. Like, how awesome is that? And so we got some comments to chime in on before we get to Apothecorner, because it's always important that we talk about dicks here. Courtney says, after 6 babies, I do not enjoy my nipples being fucked with.
Well,
mine are I'm very sensitive in the clit and the nips, like it's a thing. What? I'm very sensitive. So you have to come at me like a special way. You know, like some horses, like you have to come in from one side and pet them. That's me. But I come very easily. So there's that. And then she says, I wasn't always small, boo, but I couldn't take it all. Well, you're a small person. Oh, do you mean your cooch? I don't even know. And Melissa says, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, no, that's right. You're not. You're supposed to run away like Monty Python. She says, okay, sorry, I got to put the phone down and dance. They're LOL. They're playing Latin music.
Is she at the monkey bar?
She's probably at the monkey bar.
She's probably at the monkey bar.
Say hi to the monkey bar.
Monkey bar is awesome.
And then Billy says, did anyone say monster dong?
It's like,
oh my God.
Remember on Beetlejuice, you'd say Beetlejuice and like Beetlejuice would show up? If you say monster dong, Billy shows up.
Maybe. Well, so Billy is another one of our favorite gays. We love him so much, and an entrepreneur.
He's an abnormal
He
gay.
does tourism and trips to and ayahuasca trips in Peru. We love Billy. He kills us. Last night we discussed becoming a throuple with Billy. The problem is my vagina. And
he's not bi and I'm not bi. So
yeah, but we discussed the benefits of Billy and you were willing to consider it.
Well, I wasn't really willing to consider it. I just sort of humored Billy at the time. But okay. All right. So we have Alan waiting.
Okay. Alan is patiently waiting. We've talked about him. Without further, should we open the package and bring Alan on?
No, we're going to bring him on and we're going to open it together.
But the problem is if we have 2 people on the screen, we're going to lose.
No, it'll stack it up. It'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
No, I don't think it's going to be fine, but we're going to say hi first and we might pause him for a minute at some point.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's our show. It's not Alan's show.
Hello.
Oh my God, you're there. How are you?
Yes.
You're so cute.
Thank you. You too.
This is our first remote guest, Alan. We've had people here, but not there.
Oh, so yay. COVID.
This is all new territory for us.
I'm upset that I haven't been on before because this is hilarious.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, we have a blast every night and we're so glad you're here. And we've been following. So my friend, I don't know if first of all, I have so many questions. Is it Keith or Keithy?
It's Keith. It's just spelled Keith.
In a fancy way. He's like extra.
When you meet him, it'll make even more sense.
Well, it's funny because we were gonna have
gorgeous. So
but you guys are both gorgeous.
Oh,
I mean, you're a little skinny for me. I need somebody like bigger, but you're not into me. Yeah. So it's okay. But you're gorgeous with the face.
You should follow my social media. It's just all thirst traps and food.
I'm there.
You know what? I'm so old, Alan, that I had to ask her what thirst trap was. Like about 6 months ago. I had no idea what it was.
With a dick like that, you never knew.
Oh my God, I love you.
We had much discussion about dick pics today. We had all kinds of stuff. So Courtney is here. She says, hello, Alan, and gives you a peace sign.
And she wants you to come play games with us tomorrow. Yeah. So tomorrow night we'll play Jackbox. Do you know Jackbox?
It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, only much, much worse.
You can make your own answers.
Put your own answers in.
And it's just dick talk all night. Like
love it.
If you answer Monster Dong, you'll at least get 1 vote.
Yeah, no, if you say Monster Dong, like everybody will vote for you. So you and your you guys are a couple, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're a couple with Keith, and you guys have opened your business in New Bedford. And I heard about it from my friend Christina, the little chiropractor from Vitamin C Mobile Chiropractic. So which one of you or both of you know Christina?
I don't think it's me, and now I feel bad that if it is me,
it's probably Keith, because she did a big order from you guys the minute you opened. She's like, my friend's just opened this new shop.
Yes.
And that's how I found out about you guys. So she's
so many names.
Too many people. So she is, and she's She's the absolute best. Love her to death. And I tell everyone all the time, she's one of my favorite. So, of course, we have a few small businesses that we support. Apothecorner tonight is our spotlight. And, of course, we have Vitamin C Mobile Chiropractic. They give you, all of their clients, a discount on supplements. You don't have to be an in-person client. Just reach out to her. Tell her what you need. She has the best supplements on the market. We support Uriel.
She doesn't have those gas station pills that make, whatever.
Yeah, they're not the gas station ones for.
Not that you need it. But.
They're not going to help you. No, he doesn't. We tried though. We tried once. We got because we're friends with our doctor. We got him to write a script, and it didn't do anything. Like his dick gets hard.
Made my face red.
It's fine.
Oh well.
But not bad for an old dude. But
yeah, I'm an old dude.
Not like okay. I don't want to give away all of my secrets, but I'm the kind of girl who likes to hedge her bets. So I married an old man. Yes, but show him your tongue.
No, I'm not showing it to anybody.
Show them your tongue.
No.
Oh, I thought
that's gauche.
Show them what?
It's gauche.
It rolls out like a red carpet. I'll send you a picture later.
You know those like licorice things that roll up? That's basically what I have in my mouth.
So it is a happy marriage.
It's the size of a dick. Really, it's the size of a dick. Well, if you're not going to show it, I'm going to tell them. In any case, Courtney says, it's so fucking funny. I think she means the pod.
No, a Jackbox. She loves the Jackbox.
Jackbox is so much fun. It was Courtney's idea to start doing it every Friday.
Yeah, it was.
So,
what time do you do that?
Box here.
Yeah,
do you want to?
I want to ask him some more questions.
I was going to say, give it.
So you've been open how long?
We opened technically January 1st.
January 1st.
Yes.
So exciting. And how has business been?
It's been amazing. So it feels like I do a lot of networking and connecting and promoting with the city. I'm born and raised in New Bedford. So
wait a minute. Are you Portuguese like me?
No, I'm like the only person in New Bedford that's not Portuguese.
Look at you.
But I grew up in a lot of like Portuguese homes, and it's obviously part of my.
Yeah, you catch it.
So, yeah,
you're gonna catch it.
Yeah.
Do you have like hairs on your chin?
I wish I could grow more.
Portuguese. Why would like?
No.
Oh,
I'm very
baby,
white.
I'll just give you my facial hair. You'll be good because I'm half Portuguese, and so you'll get my hair. All right, go. So you're not Portuguese.
Nope.
And wait, is Keith Portuguese?
No.
So you guys didn't have to get like a special permit because New Bedford is Portuguese. Like
no, I didn't ask to get born here. It just luck of the draw. So
they will run you out of town.
So I hate to admit this publicly, but I may have lived in Fall River for a very large portion of my life. So you'll notice it every once in a while. I'll say a word like dog.
I went to Florida for the first time before we opened the shop. My birthday is in December. So Keith took me to Florida. He has family down there. I've never been. I'm sheltered. I've never really traveled. And I had like the best time of my life. And we did go to the Monkey Bar. We went to Cocoa Beach, and then we went to Kissimmee.
Yep. Okay. So Kissimmee is like Disney, and Cocoa Beach is like the other coast.
Yeah. And then we kind of just traveled around and did the thing.
Well, come down whenever you want. We have.
I know. I'm like, I would love to.
So, wait, do you have a comment?
No, Tracy's here, and she says, hello, new friend. Tracy is our main master hater. She's seen every episode, and she's like, oh, we have a new friend.
And she's been we call her the OG lesbian because she and her wife have been together since they were 14 and 16, and that was a long time ago.
She was breaking down some walls for everyone.
Well, because our son's gay. One of our sons is gay, and he's 21 and he's adorable. He's on the pod all the time, when he's here. And he's going to stop into the shop at some point. But we're just always so grateful for the older gays who have paved the way for them. So thank you, older gay. Although you're not really older. You look like you're about 25 yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 33.
Shut the front door.
It's all that good New Bedford water.
I just cut my hair last night. So it's
nice. You look fantastic. I'm so
glad. In our area, we only had, the last one standing was only one gay bar out of I think there was 4 over the many years, but it did close, but it has been repurchased and now is being revamped into another queer space. So by the summer, New Bedford will have again its one and only queer bar.
So New Bedford's really been going through like a renaissance in the last couple of years because we went down to I hadn't been to New Bedford in years. Like I always just kind of drove through because I lived in Fall River. I hated it there. I wanted to go to Somerset like my grandparents lived. And I went to Coyle in Taunton, and elementary school. I went to St. Anne's in Fall River, which has since been torn down probably before you were even born. No, not really, but still like a while ago. And I had gone to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show at the theater there. And they had completely redone.
They're currently redoing that again. And they're adding basically a speakeasy in the basement to the theater. Wonderful. And then they're revamping like bathrooms and all that stuff.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah, there's been a lot changing since COVID. It seems like everyone now has like the finances and the resources to be able to do all the changes that they wanted to. So things have really been picking up around the city.
So that's helping your business.
Yes, always. And I've just been a firm supporter of local and small businesses, and I had started my group in right before COVID actually, and then when COVID hit I just really shared everyone's stuff, liked, followed, and I've been doing that for over 4 years now. And now the group itself is becoming self-sufficient, where people utilize it to connect, because I'm a firm believer that people can network for free and do a lot for free before they should choose to pay. And this comes from someone who does graphic design and marketing and stuff. I offer that, but there's so much we have accessible to us, especially in a community. We're not a full city like Boston, like where we all kind of know each other one way or another. I come from restaurants, kitchens. I was a chef, so I just know everyone in that community. There's so many communities to connect with.
Okay, wait a second. So you're handsome, charming, entrepreneur, community minded. Why aren't you straight?
Just lucky, I guess.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I love anything small business. That's always our big thing. We want to support all these small businesses, and I love what you're doing. Not only again for your business, and hopefully you get to a point where Keith no longer has to work, because that's why he's not here tonight. He's working.
Yeah, but someone's got to be daddy,
right? I would like to hear more about that. Doug wants a daddy robe.
I want a robe that says "Daddy" on the back. Because we were watching
with a butt flap.
We were watching a reality show about swingers, and the guy comes out like after the drinks and stuff, and he has this robe with the "Daddy" unscript on the back. It was
funny. Let me just pull up a few comments. Tracy says, "My condolences for visiting Kissimmee. That was a big drug and gang area. It's the closest place to stay to Disney that's cheap.
I'm sheltered AF, so
you'll be fine. You can say fuck here, by the way.
Oh, good.
You can say fuck. You can say cunt, pussy, twat, dick, whatever you want. You just
can say dick ball. You can just make up words like dick balls.
We get mad. We had
just make up something.
We had somebody come on once and they were like racist.
Yeah, no.
It took us a little while to realize.
Yeah, no bueno with the.
We don't. That's the only thing we're not going to allow.
Yeah, good.
Well, like I'm like
good rule to have.
We'll cross we cross way over the line, but we don't want to hurt. We were about love. Yeah. And I think you are too, right? So
try to.
Courtney's here and she says, "Hey, I'm 33 too." She's 33 with 6 children.
Oh, God bless.
She loves monster dongs, unlike myself. And Courtney, Trace says, "Yay." And awesome. And she says, "I love that." So I want to show everybody your website and like give them a rough idea of what you do. But while Doug works on opening this box, you guys have a ton of events planned, and you've done a ton of events. While Doug wrestles with this package that was so lovingly, you guys have to see how well this is taped, because it was the first time they had shipped a plant, and they wanted to make sure that it was
done it. I don't know. I was at work, and
it's intensely packaged, and we're so grateful for it. So while he does that, tell me about some of your events.
Coming up. So we have on May 4th, Saturday, we have one of our vendors. You have not been here before. She's one of my favorite vendors that we have. She makes us sun catchers. Every single one is unique and different, and like really, really well crafted. And she makes these roach clips with stones and crystals on them. That was actually the first item that I bought from our own shop, because I was just awesome. Like, she marketed it as sage clips, and I was like, no, we're in a place where you can fully, I show everyone all of it.
Let's be authentic. Let's all be authentic.
Yeah, I don't do the fake stuff. So we've got that going on. Then the following Saturday, we're doing a live plant swap with just the local community. It's open to the public. And I didn't realize when I had thought about doing this, that it could potentially turn into a lot of people. And we are a small store. So I love the support and I want to connect with everyone. And it was an idea to get them in. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, I know it's going to be good. But someone's like, I hope you're ready. And I'm like, no, I wasn't. So that'll be good. That's the day before Mother's Day. Then on Mother's Day, we have Green Grotto Beauty. Erica Clavin is coming in, and she does a whole lot of stuff, but she's doing henna. And she's setting up a table. She's going to do henna. People are welcome to walk in, get their stuff. It can be anywhere from $10 to $40, depending on what it is, 5 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on the design.
She's doing henna like for your hands.
Yeah, I assume anything visible.
Henna brows for women who have their brows done.
Yes.
They're amazing.
Yeah, she does all that. She's like a tarot reader. She's very intuitive and spiritual. She's also a queer business. So we love to support that as well too. So I'm excited to have her on board for that. Then we have another one of our vendors who is one of my best friends, Miles Devaney of the Holistic Hive. She makes tea blends with all.
I've seen the tea blends.
Fresh tea. So good. I thought lavender would be too much in a tea, but I liked it. I really did. And she brings a crowd. She's so good with people. We just hang out all day. It's awesome. So got a lot of that going on.
Made it. It just needs a little drink. Do you think you can give me a little drink for my plant? It
I'll
made it
wrap that up.
And it's so lovingly wrapped up. It seems like you just have like an amazing cucumber. I'm gonna use scissors so I don't mess this up.
I'm like, did he wrap that? That's wild.
Yeah, no, he wrapped everything like 5 times. It's wrapped beautifully. And considering the fact that it traveled, and by the way, this weekend it's gonna be like 90 all weekend. So sorry, I don't mean to rubber weather in your face, but it's actually
right.
I'm having like a hot flash right now.
Hottest week of the year.
Hottest week so far. So far. But that's not that big of a deal because Florida. And we're in Southwest, so he leaked a little dirt, but that's okay. And the leaves are,
hot.
He's a little limp.
It looks like a drink at a
beautiful
at the monkey bar.
I know, right?
The monkey bar.
Oh my god, the monkey bar.
We went to the monkey bar and it was like Latin dance. It was crazy. It was was crazy.
We took Nolan because he had just turned 21 and we wanted to take him to a bar and he didn't want to go to the gay bar for some strange reason, probably because his parents would embarrass the shit out of him. And some
cock.
Some old woman. Oh, I'm like the most embarrassing person on the planet. But.
She's doing shots. Yeah.
Only if you're related to you though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I think I'm slightly less uncool than his parents because I'm not a parent, like I'm his stepmom, but I don't really know.
How do you look at me and say uncool?
How old are you? I can ask that. I'm gay.
I'm 47 and Doug's 58.
All right, you both look great.
Which now I'm saying I'm almost 60 because it gets me out of doing stuff.
It does not.
Hey, can you go get me a drink? I'm almost 60.
No,
I can't be.
It's my knees.
Yeah, I just can't.
No, he's not. So this plant is beautiful. Do you have any idea what kind of plant that is?
That's a prayer. Yeah. Wait, what?
Bring me at this.
Swiss prayer.
A Swiss prayer. It's beautiful. It reminds me kind of a monstera, like in terms.
Oh, that's what I meant. Swiss monstera.
Oh, it is. Oh,
yes. Swiss cheese monstera.
That's amazing.
I love the skull.
What did I say? Oh, prayer. Oh, because our other one is a prayer plant. That's why our other skull.
Well, I might need that next. I bought for Christina for her birthday. I bought her a star constellation monstera.
Oh, really?
Apparently,
so bad.
Those are fucking expensive.
So expensive.
It was for like a twig. It was like $65.
Yeah, it's wild. And people are going crazy for it. So you got to be careful when you buy certain stuff because some people aren't even like rooting what they're selling. They're selling like a plant that looks like it, but there's no root and then it dies and you just spent all that money.
So you know about plants.
Kind of a plant daddy. I aspire to be, it's always a learning process. I started my love of plants of a friend of mine had just always given me clippings. And then I just learned that most of the ones I obtained is they thrived off of neglect, much like myself. And after being neglected for a few weeks, you give them a sip of water and then they flourish. Like, it's just learning them
Like
in
an
that
orchid,
sense.
yeah.
And orchids I can't do. Keith somehow is magical. With that, I don't do flowers. I can do plants. And now like I'm getting better with succulents, and it's just kind of ignoring things and they'll grow. And I do know you have to learn some things, but once
Well, there's got to be an app for that, right? Whatever you don't know,
probably, yeah.
or a YouTube video.
All I can
AI
tell,
something.
I'm so excited about this. Wait,
I don't even remember what I shoved in there.
Oh shit!
I mean, it was supposed to be not in that paper bag. That was the paper bag that brought it to my house from the shop, and Keith was taking care of it as I was at work. But
I think we've got everything. Okay.
I would have thrown mad inconvenient fluff in there. I would have made your life like
glitter bomb.
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
We're just excited.
But now I'm ready for the next order.
So I got this. Oh, I've already there's like 5 things I want on the website right now. Let me read the comments and then we'll go into these. Tracy's saying, yay. Tracy says, awesome. I love that. Oh, she already said that. And Anne's here late to the program, but I'm glad she's here. Anne was actually our first in-person guest here, meeting our first virtual guest, and she is local-ish. She lives in Massachusetts. And Donna's here, and she says, "Is the plant I got you still alive?" So Donna,
it's like it's perking up already.
No. She means Donna. Oh, this plant is. Yeah, this plant is perking up already. Our Calusa is the same way, that if we don't water it, it's like
It's
super dramatic.
It's super dramatic.
But that one, we put a little water in, it's already better.
I took a snake plant from Florida when I was down there. I was fascinated by cactus and plants we have inside our houses here, just outside. And we were staying in an Airbnb, and it very much looked like your backyard right now. And there was just a snake plant sticking out of the ground. So I was like, oh my God, I want it. So it's actually started growing some growth in my house, and I feel like I have a little piece of Florida with me.
Well, we're all kinds of Florida, because you can propagate all day long here. You just go inside and like.
I know. I guess that's where air plants and shit come from. I'm like, what? Get me some air plants, please.
You can just pull them off of a tree. And then we have bromulid. So Donna bought me this beautiful bromulid, and it's still doing well, Donna.
We have one of those in the shop.
She got me it from, and I still have the tag on it, from the Edison estate, which was super nice of her. But yeah, we have beautiful plants. I aspire to own a home right now. We just have a bunch of little containers around our pool and a shitload in the house. We've already killed one succulent, but what are you going to do? Thanks, Donna. I absolutely love it. She said, we went to the Monkey Bar in P-Town on Sunday. So Donna, you would love Keith and Alan because they're gays and you love the gays.
I do call him Keithy. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
I love that.
Too, yeah.
I've been calling him Keithy.
He said not everyone, he didn't love it because only 1 or 2 people in his family did. But everyone that he's met through me, that's where our brains automatically go.
Yeah,
and I love that. So.
There's an E at the end. I love it. Side note, Nicholas, Justin, we do appreciate your plug for your spores on Instagram, and we'll give you exactly 2 seconds. 1, 2.
All right, that's enough.
I'm not even going to bother reading it.
Yeah. Unless you want to promo us on your podcast.
Well, no, we don't expect Alan or Keith to promote us. We just want people to
This is unsolicited,
authentic and genuine, as opposed to just trying to pimp out whatever fast drug that they've, whatever. In any case,
well, it's kind of funny though. I wonder why they would think that we have ADHD.
Because
you have such a great voice for a podcast.
Oh my God, thank you. Wait, he probably means you.
I was talking to Doug.
No, I have a terrible voice.
I feel like I'm ready to what's the weather?
Really?
I forgot I sent you though.
I'm so excited about this. Can I see your penis, please?
Oh my God! All the time I'm like, it looks so big. Take it out to eat. Take it everywhere. You'll do everyone great. Literally, you just gotta. Wow, it's so big.
Look how big my tit looks.
Right? Well, it is.
Just put that. Would you just put that thing away?
Okay, hang on.
All right.
Can I see your penis?
No.
It's gonna look so
not
big.
at the moment. No. After the podcast.
He never lets me.
Means no.
Well, we're on the live. Whatever. Anybody.
Oh wait, I bought you.
Save it for the OnlyFans.
Watching
if you want, I'll feature you on mine.
I would love that. This is our these are, what are they called? It's they're
prosperity
birds.
hens.
and they're prosperity hens, and you hang them by your door, and it brings you money. So, and there's a little bell. So we're going to hang these out on our front because we could use those right about now because we have this brandy new album out. I don't know if you heard Doug's new album, but he just released his first album. It's called Doug Gear Songs 1 through 10. It's on all of the music places. If you have a Google Home, you say, hey, Google, play Doug Gear Songs 1 through 10. It starts playing. If you have an Amazon, you say, hey, Alexa, play Doug Gear Songs 1 through 10. She'll play it, and she'll be like, you don't have to say, hey, it's not a Google.
It's the only place my voice comes in handy.
I don't know about
That's what
that.
I'm singing.
And then I got this beautiful little handmade lip balm. And the thing that's beautiful about it for me is I was able to call and ask, is there fragrance in this? And confirm that there's essential oils. Some things have fragrance in them, but most of them have essential oils. And I was able to clarify that with Keithy, and that was amazing. So this, smell that.
Oh, that's lovely.
Does that give you a boner?
No.
Little known fact. What's that?
I said, you can put your dick in there. I don't know.
No, you could. So yeah, no, you should say that because we use coconut oil for lube. It's our favorite. And now Doug can't go anywhere and smell coconut without getting a boner. That's why I asked him if he got a boner. It wasn't just because
But there's some other. Let me smell it. It smells good.
Coconut, and I'll tell you what it is.
Lime.
Mhm.
Lime. And smoke that shit up. Zachariah wants to say hello from Mass from a Mass hole.
There you go.
Hello, Zach.
And then
Tracy says, now the penis is a monster dog. So thanks for that confidence boost, Alan.
Ruining my day.
Just doing God's work.
She says, hi, Ann.
Yeah, everybody's friends. Oh my God. I'm just going to put some on.
Yeah. All right, look at this.
So I will say, it's all made with the same stuff. So I make some lip stuff, but you can also put it on your skin. Sometimes if I don't have anything else handy and all I have is my chapstick, I will very much just roll it onto myself. So,
and I like you could do.
Yeah.
Little elbows.
Do your weenus.
Yeah, get those ashy elbows.
Oh my God. You're adorable. No, how would I have never ever known that you were gay? Like, the only other a gay or a black person could say ashy elbows.
Ashy elbow.
Like that's like not a man will never say, look at your ashy elbows.
I've never even considered if I have ashy elbows. Do I have ashy elbows?
You just have old elbows.
As old, they're all veiny and shit.
Ellen, I love you so much. I just love you. Okay, and so I got this scrub because you know how I love scrub.
You love
and
love
then,
us
and they
scrub.
stopped the green goo. I loved the green goo coconut lime scrub, but they stopped making it. I found it on eBay for like $87. I was like,
no bueno.
Not happening.
Don't love it that much. She's made a face.
I will say, don't put it inside you though.
I wouldn't. No, this is for scrubbing the outside. I'm a little peely
She has a
right
hard
here
exterior
on my chest. And what I love about these scrubs is that not only does it help with the peeliness, but you're like moisturized afterwards. Like you don't have to do a separate moisturizer. And like by the time I have a chronic illness, I don't know if you know that, but I've been sick for 10 years. So showering is a lot for me. As a matter of fact, for a while there, Doug had to do all the washing. And the only thing that got clean was the thing and maybe a little bit the thing. But this stuff, it moisturizes and does everything all at once. So you're getting this increased circulation, you're getting the exfoliation, and you're getting the moisturize, and it's a healthy product. It's just the simplest, it's oils and sugar.
I am working on body oils as well because Keith loves that. So like after the shower, we'll just put on some. It's mainly coconut oil based, and then I'll add like jojoba and some vitamin E, and depending on what it is, avocado maybe a little bit, and just that for like an after shower care. And I'm trying to lean into that for the summer season for products, because if all my lotion bars temperature wise, I don't know what's going to happen.
So my friend Jen owns a boutique called Carol Ann's. They just recently moved to Kingston. I'm sure she would be interested in these products. I will introduce you to her.
Cool.
Because they're a great match for her business model. She does all natural products as well. She would be a customer. Her friends would be customers. She's like a homesteader, and she owns a designer boutique. So you guys don't let me forget. So I got these 2 lip balms. This, I believe, is the marshmallowy one. I'm sorry, we're old and it's dark out. You can smell that. We'll put it on. This is also, again, I bought coconut lime. Guess what I like? Coconut lime, in case you can't fucking tell. I got 2 lip balms. I got the
like Christmas
prosperity hens, which I'm so excited about. Well, I got the lip balms.
Oh, the lip balms are a present for me?
Well, it's all for both of us.
Okay.
I got this
Abundance spray.
abundance spray that you spray around your house. Let's.
You would do it.
Can you do it? Don't spray it in my eyes.
I have to prime the pump here.
Oh yeah, it's so fresh.
Oh, I love that cinnamony.
It's like a mulled cider in the air.
I love it. I love it.
So I take. Have you ever heard of moon water, or making moon water?
Yeah.
So I'll do moon water, and but I infuse it with cinnamon, and intent, and crystals, and a little bit of this, and then that's how I make that one. Oh, cloves, cinnamon, all the warm stuff.
There's a dead couple.
And there's no dead couple. And look at how cute this is. The packaging is all beautiful.
I designed everything.
It looks great. I was noticing like all the tiles on your website tonight because I was grabbing the logo, and the logo's good. But I gotta know, as a branding guy, is your shop on a corner?
Nope, but it's close enough to it, and I guide it.
You can just expand.
You can fake it.
Yeah.
You can fake it.
We have talked about expanding in different aspects. We're actually running a raffle prize that we're doing to purchase a unit for halo therapy, which is also known as salt therapy, which is breathing in salt air. And the idea is to start that to introduce. Our goal is to build a salt cave.
That's amazing. Nice. I've been to the salt cave. There's one up in the Worcester area. I don't know if they're still open. Yeah. They may have closed through COVID.
There's one in Westport, not too far from me. I went to once. Yeah.
But I'm curious as to if the people that owned the salt cave out in it's in the Worcester area. I'm curious as to, I don't know if they made it through COVID, and I wonder if they sold their inventory. You may be able to get a deal. Don't forget to loop back with me. I will forget all of this if you do not remind me. But the Salt Cave people.
So will I. I only look like I have it all together.
Right. And I can't even write anything down because I have tiny fingers. The Salt Cave people, Jen, and my friend Michelle, who also owned a small spa. She may have some inventory for you. I want to make sure we don't forget that our friend Zach was here, and he says hello from the Mass Holes. So that's our friend Zach. We love him to death.
Yeah.
And Zach, he is a Mass Hole. Zach, you should take your Jeep and go down and visit them and get something for your mom for Mother's Day, which is coming up. And David could get something for Christy. Happy Mother's Day to your moms. And so I also got these aptly named Rub It Out.
Oh, I love it. Yep.
And it's a muscle repair massage bar. And then
I love people who get the name.
Oh, I totally get the name.
Right,
I mean,
because I'm like, that's where my brain goes. And some people like, haha, that's so
well,
cute.
You're in good company here. All these people are total perps.
These 83 people. There's a warning. Do you see it on the bottom of the screen? There's a warning.
I definitely see it. Yeah.
There's a warning on it that says
upstanding member of
if you're an upstanding member of society, we're the argument against the First Amendment right here. So when it happens, it's going to be all my fault. So I want to smell these, but I don't want to make too much of a mess. Let me ask a question. What is the best way to store these bars once you have opened them?
I don't know. In Florida.
I should go to the Dollar Tree and get one of those soap holders.
I would, I would get like maybe a tin and like a dry, cool space. I'm not familiar. I know we get humid as fuck here, and I haven't had product sit out yet. Like, this is the first time. This will be the first year. So I have a feeling I'm going to run into that incident, and we're working on AC in our shop and all that stuff.
Oh, you don't have AC yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
not
wow.
Yet.
Don't need it yet.
So interesting that you should say that, because Zachariah that's right there, he does HVAC for a living.
We're in a mill, so they got to like put in their split.
They have to do their
and
whole
charge
thing.
Us, yeah.
Fortune.
Of course, you're in a mill. You're in New Bedford. Isn't in that whole area a mill building?
You can't do a mini split.
Basically, that's what it's gonna be.
But they have to do it.
Yeah, they have to do all that. And the mill we're in was one of the original textile mills from New Bedford, because besides fishing, it was a huge textile thing. This mill was built in, I believe it's 1903.
Oh my God.
And yeah, and I'm personally happy from this area to see one of these mills not get torn down, but not turn into unaffordable housing or storage
God.
units, because that's all anything is right now, because the train is coming. This train has been coming my whole
I read
life.
about this.
My whole life.
So every year I just pay more and more in everything, but for 33 fucking years, if not more, this train has been coming. So woo.
Do we have a date for when the train is coming? Because I was a kid.
They keep saying like by May, by June, and they've been building some stuff. I know everything has gone up in price. New Bedford is no longer a place that is affordable to live in. There's people like me who live here and now cannot afford to live on your own. Yeah. And now people from outside Boston are like, wow, it's so cheap. And they're snatching it all up. And then everything is first, last security, no pets, owned by the same application. Yep. So just, I guess the people who live here can go fuck themselves. Like,
you're just going to have to live in your store.
Yeah.
For as long as you can afford to rent in your store.
Right.
It's it's tough. We moved to Florida. Well, so we moved to Florida 2.5 years ago from Massachusetts. We lived in Scituate. I don't know what you know about Scituate.
That's where Keith is from. His family is from.
Christina. Yeah. That's how he knows Christina. Because she was a chiropractor there before she moved to Florida. So I
was gonna say, you don't sound as slow as some people I passed in Florida.
Yeah, no.
Also, Florida gives no fucks about anything. When I went there, I was like offended that I didn't get ID'd, but also blown away that they sell liquor everywhere.
Everywhere.
For Loco, I'd still upset. I never got to try one while I was there because I've never had one.
Oh, you get them in New Hampshire. You can get them in New Hampshire.
Oh, because I'm there all the time.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a shirt that says Florida, there are no rules, because there's no rules for anything.
There's not. And I was also amazed that you could stop anywhere and go to the bathroom. Like, everyone allowed public bathrooms, where in this area it's like this control issue. Like, no, you have to pee, you can't pee. Like, there you could literally stop in anywhere.
Just pee. Like, I definitely want to. I have a comment on that, but let me just pull in Tracy. She says, "Welcome to the podcast. We are all dirty," and she is right. She says, "Drive-through liquor stores are everywhere." Tracy used to live down here.
Yes, Go Cup blew my mind when I think it was the Monkey Bar. Someone's like, "Do you want that to go?" And I said, "Hun, that's not legal where I'm from." And she was like, "Here you go."
Oh my God, that's amazing. Melissa Johnson's here, and she says she should be by the shop soon. So yay. Melissa, it's so nice to meet you. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm sorry if we horrify you.
Yeah,
we have this nice, handsome young entrepreneur
showing us all his wares,
saying all these terrible things in front of him.
Terrible.
So to your point, when we moved down, what we noticed was, as much as we love our friends in New England, people there have a tendency to be kind of grouchy and like judgy, and I think it comes from being
a little entitled. Yep.
Yeah, that too. Well, people down here are plenty entitled, trust me. But but I definitely, like, when you talk to like regular Floridians, like they're usually pretty chill. But people are just, I think it's the sunshine. Like, people are out in the sun here. We get our vitamin D year round. Like, people are just generally in a better mood. But like, it's funny because people who move here, they think our drivers are terrible, but we're from Massachusetts, so this is nothing.
They think traffic is terrible.
They're like, oh my God, traffic.
I thought Florida was gonna, like, because again, I don't travel, so narrow-minded with that. I just thought Florida was like all sinkholes and gators. Like, I'm upset I didn't see any of those.
Oh my God. Okay, well, we can get you both, because I have a very good friend who's a structural engineer
who can get you a sinkhole,
and he can take you to the.
That was my nickname in high school.
I love that. Wait till you hear what mine was.
I always use that line, Alan. I use that.
Oh my God, I do too. And everyone's like,
that was my nickname in college, or that was my nickname. Yeah,
it works with everything.
Comedy gold.
I'm just saying that as someone who went to art school, as a man that went to art school, that would have boded well for you if you were gay. But you're straight,
gay, so I'd be a better artist.
Straight man went to art school. Wow.
I'm a straight man graphic designer that went to art school. That's also a musician.
Yeah, you guys have a lot in common. Except he's really loves me.
I do. I love.
Someone has to, you know.
Yeah, well,
just the one. Tracy says, born and raised in Rockland, Mass, and lived in Orlando for 11 years, back in Rockland for 6 months, and now living in Southeast Georgia. What is the name of her town?
Bebop, Georgia. No, I haven't. I've used Morocco Bead, Georgia. I've used Cold and Flu, Georgia. I always make up town
a
names.
different name every night. And then
Sawdust, Georgia.
Melissa's here, and she says the frankincense sticks are awesome. I will be looking to get more. Oh my god, yeah. No,
Well,
I
I actually have to restock those now that you say that. I think I have like 2 left.
This is good.
I gotta start writing this down.
Yeah, right. You need a. We all need a hand.
What about myrrh sticks? Like frankincense. You seem like you should have myrrh sticks.
We have myrrh in the
to go with the. I know we have
okay.
it. Just saying.
And I think it's lavender was the third for the 3 wise men.
That's right.
Frankincense, myrrh.
I thought one of them had Patron, but maybe I was wrong.
A lot of people will tell you that.
I think it's pronounced patchouli.
Actually, it was so funny. Our banker, when we went in, he was like, do I smell patchouli? And I'm like, I realize I look like a hippie, but I'm not that stereotypical. It's lavender and Hirschlum. Like, duh. How do you not know that, Ken?
Tracy loves frankincense.
Yeah, frankincense is really a great all-purpose oil. And we just heard some stuff about Hirschlum, which I'm sure I'm pronouncing wrong. This woman I know had a cut in her hand, and she thought she was going to need stitches, but it was like the urgent care was closed, and she put a couple of dots of Hirschlum on it, wrapped it in gauze, and put a little more Hirschlum on it, and it was closed up the next morning. I'm not. What's that?
I said she's Wolverine.
Yeah, I'll take it. She says very high quality. I'm obsessed. Yeah, it's really I think it's the bane of my existence is finding safe products to use because I can't have anything with fragrance. I'm allergic to everything. Like I'm fine with essential oils. Geranium kind of bothers me, but by and large, I'm fine with essential oils. But anything with like added fragrance, like anything, hairspray, laundry detergent, dryer. Oh my God, dryer sheets. Forget it. And I love that smell, but I can't go anywhere near them. We have to be so careful about every product in our house. So having a place that you can go and order really cool plants, support a local business, get jewelry, get home decor, get healthy.
Now I'm like, I really hope you're not just like gonna be allergic to like the oils I use.
No. I'll be fine with these. I check the ingredients first. But I, of course, I would tell you if I was having a problem. But if I was allergic, I wouldn't think that was a problem for the world because I'm allergic to everything. These the ingredients are all great. They're all great quality. The packaging is beautiful, and they're super. Honestly, listen, you're not charging enough for these. Saying charge more.
It's a struggle. I mean, Keith is all behind that too, as well too. But
you need to charge more for these.
Right.
You need to charge more because this is like, what is this, like $10?
That is 14.
Okay, 14. If I bought this from anyone else, it would be like 28. Yeah. And this would be like 25, and these would be like 20. Just saying. And I would pay it. And Doug's got tiny hands, and I don't know.
And Melissa is going to rub one out. I mean, she's going to get the rub out. So, okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Melissa.
See, she's a nice lady.
I just read that wrong.
I don't know. I don't think Melissa's one of ours. I think that she's one of Alan's friends. Probably. And she's not accustomed to what's happening here.
And Courtney's back, everybody. I don't know.
Everybody knows. Courtney, you can put this on your
We'll just rewind the show and repeat it all for
I'm going to pull up your Shopify real quick. Which I was on again today because I'm obsessed, and I think I'm gonna have to order.
It's actually Square.
It's a square.
Square. Sorry.
Wait, now, everybody seems obsessed with Alan and Keith in the shop.
Yeah.
What do they do? Like, obsessed is not a good word you want to deal with some of these folks.
I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it.
So you've got
my goal with everything was to market and brand the crap out of everything before we really launched it. I wanted to spam like this logo. I wanted everyone to see the colors and just learn to associate us and just kind of went from there.
You did a great job.
I love design.
You guys definitely need to talk. So I'm looking on here. You've got the Lava Stone protection bracelet. So the March bracelet's a little bit more expensive, but it's beautiful. But
that's made by a different vendor. So aside from the Apotha products I make, everyone in our shop is all local entrepreneurs that have never been in a retail space before.
Wow.
So we host them and we do a consignment with 90% of them, but they're all connected to us one way or another, like the Lava Stone jewelry and the other jewelry, not the Half Moon, but Ollie Jen Sullivan, she's a family friend from Situate as well, Keith,
Oh,
and
wow.
she's intuitive healer, energy worker. She does drum circles, sound baths, fire walks. She's also an equestrian. Is that how you say it?
I know
With
her.
horses?
I know her. I know her.
Jen
I
Sullivan.
know her. She's so nice.
She made our crystal eye pillows right there. They're
the front door.
selenite
Oh, this one down
eye
here.
pillows. Yep. And they can't get wet or anything because it's selenite inside them. But she does all of that, and I'm gonna be trying to get her into the shop to do tarot one weekend.
So, because was she one of the owners, or she worked at the yoga studio? What's the name of it?
Zen Den.
The Zen Den.
Is that the one?
No, not the Zen Den, not the Zen Den. The other one on the water. Oh no! Oh, I can't remember. I know her, and I think we're Facebook friends. I pulled it up to see, and I'm like, no, we're not Wait, different. I know her. I think that Zach knows her too, but we'll figure it out.
That's more Keithy's area, so
yeah, he would know. So I want to just, because when we pulled a website up, like, we were only small on the screen, and I can't make small clips for us later and for you. So I want to just buzz through the just so people can get an idea as to what's here and we can talk about it. So there's all these beautiful sun catchers, the Harley Quinn lily, all kinds of like vases for your plants, all kinds of cool plant holders with plants in them, which, by the way, mom, grandma, friend, new apartment, sickness.
Oh, I like the little owl vase.
The owl vase. I almost got that one.
Owls.
Oh,
I'm obsessed.
Doug's dad.
We have owls that up and down our street. They have little burrowing owls. They're about the size of a like a big like can of baked beans. And they just they're so cute.
They're so cute.
And they come. They actually, you'll probably hear them.
You'll hear one tonight.
They'll fly around.
They're
That's
they're
so
protected,
cool.
and they live in the ground, and they're only this big. And yeah, you'll hear them all night long.
They're pretty awesome.
So he's got tea. He's got tea. What do you call them? Diffusers. Infusers. Sorry. Lip scrub. If I had seen that, I would have gotten it. Mermaid Beach like crystals, all these beautiful plants. Like, literally, there's something for everyone. They have these beautiful shell reefs, even like that's and I know
it's
like
a whole vibe.
Like, it's a whole, like, I go there and I want to buy the entire fucking
You could buy
store.
2 of those shell wreaths and make a bra.
Listen, I'm gonna win the lottery tonight because I saw the stained glass dots. Oh my god, how pretty would those be in front of like
nice.
Any Floridian window? Because there's a lot of our viewers are from Florida. The stained glass shadow box, like everything, beautiful, delicate jewelry, and then you even have chunky jewelry. God, the dream catchers, like everything is just. It's just, and there's a little bit of everything. There's literally something for everyone. It's all like from the heart and gorgeous. It's so funny. I just have to show this. The Wave Starfish window, my friend Christina, who Keithy knows, used to make and sell these out of her shop because she is a chiropractor, and she would just randomly have them there.
That's from like who I consider like my second mother, my best friend's mother, who like I grew up around and stuff. So she had some stuff, so we put it in the shop.
Oh my god, I love it. And then we've got this driftwood decor, which is really beautiful and charming, and the incense holder. I don't have an incense holder right now. I was going to just stick it one of those consumer medical things.
Tracy says the Tree of Life necklaces are her jam.
Yeah.
And Ann had paid $25 for curcumin body butter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, curcumin wouldn't smell very good. Oh, God, you could throw some for that price. You could throw like some what do you call it? Not CBD, but the essential oil equivalent, whatever it's called. You could put that in. You could even put cannabis oil. There's art, jewelry. Jesus, what do you not have?
Limits.
Well,
boundaries, limits.
That's something we're going on here. We're trying to get boundaries.
I said limits.
We're not doing very good at on any of those things. This quartz crystal cluster is so pretty. The little hand is cracking me up.
It really helps the marketing through and through.
Even the t-shirts, like they're just like cute. Like there's something you would wear. It's not like, oh, this is my friend's business, I'm gonna wear this shirt. Like, it's really cute. This is the lip balm that we had. We actually got 2 different lip balms. He does wax melts as well. Antique cards. Are those antique tarot cards?
No, they're blank greeting cards that someone
cool.
in Rhode Island actually made, and each one's handmade, and it's very collage style, horoscope style, and
I love that.
Very cool.
it.
Super cute. This Bailey plant is really pretty. Is that a pink Pythos? Pothos?
That one, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know where he got those from.
A pink. I love this plant, Daddy Life.
It is pink. Yeah, that's our.
Oh my God, I love it. It's so beautiful. And then, so y'all just get on there and shop. It's Apothecorner. If you go to their Apothecorner's Facebook page, it's there. Keith, if you
Apothecorner.com.
Apothecorner.com. Doug, if you could type that in. Rings, earrings, necklaces, rings, and these are all made by like their friends and family. Like you guys, I keep talking about how I want a hippie commune, but y'all have beat me to it. You just don't live there and grow plants. Well, you grow plants, but not vegetables. And you know, you're not vegetables, unlike myself, who would just get baked with friends all day.
I'm with it.
And stickers for $1. I know that this is crazy, but you can't get stickers for $1 anymore. Like we bought stickers for like $6.
Yeah, no,
cheap stickers.
Yeah.
That's wild because I think $1 for a sticker is
a lot.
No, but that's the right thing. Like if you have somebody comes in the store and they see,
but it's one of those things. Like sometimes a kid's there. Keith, in a non-creepy way, Keith always has like candy, mints, where there's originals or like tissues in his pocket because he's really an old man.
I love that.
So he's quite attractive, so he doesn't give off these creepy vibes. So like when kids walk into the shop, like he offers the parents to give them candy and they live for it. And sometimes I'm like, here's a sticker, and it really does just make their day. So.
It really does, and it makes it so the parents can enjoy their shopping. Right. These stained glass rooters are so cool. So basically you're propagating a plant, you put water in it, you put your plant in it, and it grows, but
nice.
They're just really pretty. Like you'd want to have it like on your wall in your home. I think it's and you guys have like a place that's got a lot of breakable stuff. So having something to amuse a child, I imagine he's like, and here is my iPhone that you can play with. Don't touch anything in my stuff. You guys have it's like everything that you want to make to make you feel cozy is what you have. Plants,
my aesthetic is elements and like genie vibes. So like the look of the shop, like the pictures you see, not to the full extent, but my house and my bedroom has always been like, that feel. Like it's genuinely a feeling and a vibe is kind of what we built it around with just, some basic human core belief systems in place, and it's a whole vibe.
Oh my God, I absolutely love that. And I love this ring, this Jade Tree of Life ring. Although I just got a new ring last week and I broke it before I even got out of the building. She's redoing. It was a handmade crystal ring, and the woman was literally packing up to leave, and I went and showed her. And she's like, "Oh my God!" And she would have fixed it anyway, so she's redoing it for me. But I'm like a bull in a china.
She's a hurricane.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a hurricane, so I break everything.
She's a word.
And then I realized, like, oh, well, maybe I'm a clumsy person who doesn't.
Tracy asked, nice things. Was that purple dragon heartwood? That's expensive and awesome quality.
Oh, I don't know that, Alan. I don't know if you would know.
I'm not familiar.
Uh-oh, we lost.
Sorry, sorry. There was a pink before. I think it was a.
I know there was amethyst.
I think she's talking about the wood over here. She said that was wondering if something was dragon heartwood. I don't know, because you get these from you have a vendor that makes them for you.
Yes, Plymouth Live Edge, the gentleman where Keith built all the shelving, all the Live Edge shelving, and that beautiful resin lace table right there.
That's gorgeous. That's cool. That is so cool.
Yeah, I think that's definitely undervalued.
Yeah, I agree.
It took the gentleman over 500 hours to create in the span of, I think maybe about 10 months. Wow. I don't know how you price out 500 hours of your life in this beautiful work, but it was 3 pieces in total, and that like inlay with the lace, it's gorgeous.
It's so beautiful. It's sexy. Is that weird to say a table is?
No, I'd lick that piece of wood.
Well, it's cool because what I like about it is it gives like corset vibes at the same time that it gives football vibes.
That's what I said.
And it'll
Hi,
be
Keithy.
There's some Keithy guy here.
Shut the front door.
Probably appreciating the fact that we're selling the crap out of all this cool stuff that they have in their store. And Tracy is laughing.
Well, Keith,
about
we're
licking
glad
the
you're
wood.
here. We're sad you couldn't be here, but I'm glad because we absolutely love Alan, and we'll just catch you next time. I have no problem with having you guys come on and just do like a little like, hey, this is what we're hearing right now. Like this is what's new. And then so anyway, I was going through. There's literally something for everyone. I cannot stress this enough. Oh, that's the same one I ordered, except I have the Swiss cheese.
I like the Swiss cheese. It's starting to perk up.
Look at this. I love this.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
We name all our plants if that's why people are wondering why there's names.
I saw that. It's so beautiful. And then the window hangers. These are so cheap. $5. You should have those in every. I have one that was given to me as a gift. You should have them in every window of your house.
Sullivan actually did those too. They were just
so funny.
things she threw together.
Yeah, those aren't super hard. I mean, like they're not super hard to make, but they're super cute. And what a nice gift. You put that in a nice box and you're done.
Love a nice box, yeah.
I don't think you do love a nice box.
No, it's just being polite.
So
I don't want to interrupt, but I have come up with something that you can do with these like mini hands.
Oh God, tell us.
You can make a little lesbian scissoring gesture.
It's very important that you do that because my father, oh my God,
and then of course Tracy says I love a nice box.
She does. Tracy will always love a nice box. My dad and I we went to lunch in Plymouth one day, and my dad is a fucking character. It's why I'm like this. Like both of my parents are insane. So something bad was going to happen. Plus I went to Catholic school.
No.
That fucks you up. And so very strict Catholic upbringing. My dad takes me to Plymouth and we're supposed to get lunch. He's like 2 hours late and drunk. And every time women walk by, and my dad's a born again Christian, he's telling me about how the reason I'm sick is because I haven't accepted Jesus as my savior, which is not necessarily true.
It's also why
he's
these
never
guys
discussed
are gay
my faith with
too.
me. Oh yeah, because you didn't accept Jesus. That's why. By the way, we go to the Center for Spiritual Living, and we absolutely have been freaking loving it, and it's for everybody. It's every faith.
Oh, I love that.
There's many gay couples. I don't know if there's anybody trans, but like they're totally accepting. We had a whole trans speech on Easter.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
You would really love it. It's Center for Spiritual Living. There's 600 of them in the United States, or 600 globally. I think the closest one to you might be in Rhode Island. Because Rhode Island, so small. Right. And our service is actually online every week, and it's just basically you go in, you do a 15-minute meditation, and then what? Like sing. It's like the church format, but no churchy stuff.
And they have like a song, and then they read a thing, and then they have
but it's
more motivational than anything.
It's like going to see a motivational speaker, and the music is like more like folksy.
Yeah, it's kind of I don't want to say it's cheesy, but it's it's meaningful, I guess, right? In that way.
Sometimes it's cheesy and sometimes it's really good. There's there's been a couple songs that you're like, wow, this is actually really good.
Some really good
but
stuff.
A lot of them are spiritual.
So get back to your dad.
Oh, my dad. So every time women would walk by, he's like a born again Christian. He would be like, your yoga pants are the greatest, God's greatest gift to mankind, because he would check out all the girls' asses in the yoga pants. And then if he saw two women together, he would go ahead.
Hey, do they,
you think they're like this? Do you think they're like this? And I'm like, Dad, I've been with women. Nobody does that. But
we have come up
with a yeast infection waiting to happen.
No, there's a loophole.
There's a couple of them.
Oh, there's so many loopholes. But I came up with an idea one night to make scissoring work. Would you like to hear it? Just in case?
I would.
Okay.
Don't want to hear this.
You may not need
Where's my notepad? Yeah.
I don't think you'll forget this. Okay. What you do is you get one, if not two, epileptics. It's better with two epileptics.
Epileptic lesbians.
An epileptic lesbian.
I actually know one. I don't know what the odds are of that.
See,
but I know one.
No, you don't.
I do too. She's here. So, okay, you get her a butt plug. Ideally,
that flashes lights.
A strobe light butt plug.
Will cause a seizure.
Not for her, for the other person. right? And then in a perfect world, they both, because she would see the light and be like, triggered. And so and in a perfect world, you have two lesbians who are epileptic, and you'd have two strobe light butt plugs. They would put them on, and then they would be
Both
having
have
a seizure, and then everybody wins.
I'm sure there's someone who's going to be like, I don't think you've ever seen a seizure happen.
Ha ha ha! You have not been watching the podcast. Now you're about to hear a story.
Sorry, not sorry.
You had wish you had it. So the first night I had a seizure. So I have end stage neurological Lyme and a bunch of other shit. I've been sick for 10 and a half years. Doug has been my caregiver the entire time. The man is either crazy or I give a really good blowjob. And
two things can be true.
Yes, that's true. So I came home and I started having the first of, I don't know, maybe a dozen seizures that I've had. And I was like, I couldn't stop. Like, and it was because there's different kinds of seizures, right? There's like a grand mal seizure, and then there's there's an absentee seizure where you're just basically like you space out for a minute. I couldn't stop moving. I couldn't form a sentence. It was bad. And I was scared, but I thought I was going to die. And so I was like, Doug's like, we need to go to the hospital. And I'm like, we need to fuck. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. We're going to the hospital. I'm like, we need to fuck. And he's like, we're going to the hospital. So he won. We went to the hospital and they're like, here's some drugs, go home. And so they just gave me like a Xanax or whatever. And so then
we were watching the movie 54 about Studio 54, by the way. And so there was like a lot of disco music and stuff. So,
you thought I was having like
I don't know.
So I should have had a
Or that's why she wanted to fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. The next time it happened, I was like, we're fucking. And we did.
Why?
So because think about it. It's fun.
She was like,
like I'm moving the whole time. And
as long as he gets like a solid yes, like I'm safe and we can do this.
I could talk, but
there was consent.
It was definitely
just
consent.
free gyration, like you're gonna.
Plus we're married, plus we're married, and we're like happily married, so you can just put it whenever you want. Like, just try not to wake me up.
I love that.
Okay, so but he does not feel the same way about me. He gets mad when I put things on his head while he sleeps. You should see how he reacts when I try to stuff things up his ass.
Husband abuse is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta adjust a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure this plant's gonna end up on my head tomorrow.
Oh, God willing. It's so funny because I always run out of things to put on his head, and I'm just gonna take this box right into the bedroom, and I'm gonna put one thing on his head and one.
I have an idea for that. You should.
What's that?
Do you do this every day to him? Mm-hmm. I mean, I catch it when it is. You should theme it. You should either a week or a month. You pick a theme of what kind of items you put on. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Like cutlery, used toiletry. You know,
oh my God. Oh, that's
the
brilliant.
list can go on.
So for the most part,
thanks for that. I appreciate it.
For the most
candy, you know.
Oh, we've done candy. So for the most part, what I've done is over the last, because this is like I do them sometimes now,
10 years.
But a lot of them that we've been using are old. It's been going on a long time, but it's usually like whatever's around. But now that we're doing the podcast and using it for not just our own entertainment, yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to step it up. Maybe we'll just do a
and then you should have people submit, or like, should they want to send you things that they want to see on him?
Yes.
Yeah.
So just so you know,
marketing genius.
Just so you know, the freak over here, her wish is for Doug to have sex with her.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, she wants me.
It's like a requirement. So when I die, I want Doug to have sex with me, like one last time at least. And
but
then
like you can get like, what's that called when you sleep with dead people?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, what do you get?
It's like a disease.
And he's not even going to wait. Probably like, I don't know, Legionnaires or I don't know.
It's not good.
Google that.
So Keith was responding to Tracy that I didn't get to. Tracy, yes, it is with black walnut and resin, and the laces, which are also hand carved out of ash.
Jesus.
Yeah, I knew that.
5,000 hours. What was it? 500 hours. Yeah.
So I would just like to circle back. Workers who routinely handle corpses may risk contracting tuberculosis, which is probably the biggest one, and of course for a dead body, but bloodborne viruses like hepatitis C, B, C, and HIV, and then cholera, E. coli, hepatitis, rotavirus, diarrhea, salmonella. There's a lot.
No, there's like a thing, like if you were to have sex with a dead body, it's it's a thing. I don't know what it's
like a
called.
special disease.
Wait, hang
Yeah.
on, Tracy. It's
Tracy will
called,
know this.
oh, it's
I don't
called
know.
necrophilia.
I thought so. I thought that was
Yeah, but
also
that's not a
being
disease
into
much. Like
it.
necrophilia is like you want to have sex with the dead person.
Yeah, it's
I think
But-
that, yeah.
but
Now
then
I'm
you can
curious,
catch
because I'm like, where did I
diseases.
get
Jones
this
and-
information?
Oh no, I because I have narcolepsy, but I really want necrophilia. So really though, by the way, I make jokes about having sex with dead bodies and having sex with pets. I don't plan on doing any of that. In case anybody doesn't know,
Full disclosure.
joking. I'm joking 99.9% of the time. And the 1% of the time where I'm being serious, this one's laughing his fucking ass off. I'm like, I'm trying to be serious. And he's like, ah.
Yeah.
So now apparently there's necrophiliac disease.
See, I
Okay.
watched Bones a lot, like a long time ago, and I feel like it just stuck in my head. Like,
Okay, so this is why everybody on our podcast becomes friends with one another, because Tracy is trained in all the forensics stuff. Like she went to school
like
for
Dexter.
it here in Florida.
do you know how many lesbians I know named Tracy? I'm not even being exaggerated. Like around here, one of my best friends, we call her the CEO of lesbians. Her name is Tracy. At this local gay bar, there was at least 5 other that I can instantly think off the top of my head where it's Tracy. It's
Oh my
like
God,
the
that's so
number one lesbian name around here. It's
That
wild.
is so funny.
Oh, that's gonna be
Well,
our.
but is she like my age? Like mid 40s?
My friend Tracy?
Yeah.
50.
Ego.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
our age group, Tracy and Stacy, were super popular. Like super. It was like Jennifer. Or like, what do they call people now? Connor or like.
Bella was like a
Yeah, no,
this
there's all
back,
kinds.
like, you know, the whole
So I just wanted to call this up because we're never going to see this again. She's probably never said this before. I love Bones.
Yep. Tracy has never
I love boners.
said she loves Bones before, nor will she ever say. We are actually like, we bring people together of all kinds. We have brought, so you don't know, not always are the gays and lesbians in the same places. They're not always friends.
lesbians around here, I feel like, hate men. Period.
Well,
or the ones that were like 60 plus, like just did not like.
I will say Tracy is like the nicest, like warmest person in the world. But yes, like I've seen that, I think. But again, if you talk about, we're just going to offend everyone. New
Right.
Englanders are generally like grouchy because they're inside so much. And then, you know,
That's why.
I think it's the lack of
That's what we think.
sunshine. Don't you think the lack of
I
like
guess that
vitamin
makes
D?
sense. Yeah.
The weather. I mean, when I lived, I'm
Yeah, it's very
I am
wet and
so
cold.
much happier living here. Like I can't even tell you. And my pain is so much less living here.
I've
We
heard that, honestly. I have
was-
heard that.
I was gonna. I was just thinking about like there's miserable people in general, right?
Yes.
And so maybe we just come across them. So she doesn't say that she likes Bones very often.
No, I don't think she's ever going to say it again. So let's mark this day.
I'm ignoring your other comment, Tracy, just to just not get myself in trouble.
Yeah, that would maybe be a legal matter for us. I will tell you at a later time, Alan, but it's an interesting comment that we can't respond to. But we love you. And what was I going to say? My hair looks stupid. It looks so much
Tracy
better when I have
prefers dead
sunglasses.
people, and she tolerates living with a small group. She really does.
She does. She lives with her family.
I don't know why she likes us.
But she's like, actually, she's super funny. She's like, how do we describe this? She's like somebody.
She's a
who
delicate flower.
Is like, she's like a cat. Okay, so I'm like a golden retriever, right? Like I want to play with everybody. Like, and I'm like,
I identify as a cat as well.
yeah. Okay, Doug is also
Yeah,
a cat.
total cat.
Tracy's also a cat. She's like, and if she likes you, she's on your lap. Tracy, if you're gonna be on my lap, put your face.
I'm an attention whore when I want to be an attention whore.
Oh my god, I love
I
it.
hear I hear you.
let me.
You know what's good with our two extrovert personalities? I can just take us. I'm like, all right.
Well, guess what?
You
I
go.
was just about to
I'm
tell
just gonna
you.
sit over here.
I was just about to tell you to talk to Alan for a minute. Well, I can have a beverage. I have nothing interesting to say anyway.
A
and you're-
libation.
Well, I will
wish.
say this, that my wife knows what it's like to be married to a graphic designer. When I see a font or some kerning that's not right or something, and I obsess over it.
A
and
diner menu.
Diner. But so diner menu I'll give a pass. But like stuff that's supposed to be good.
I love
supposed to
eggs
be good.
way too much.
But like
sorry,
some things I want to be jacked. Like I want some areas of the world to have jacked design.
Have you seen the fonts that look like it says like, what is it? I forget what it is, but it looks like it says cunt or something. Like
Yes,
it's just
yes.
very bad. Those are great.
There's a new lady that is doing little reels, and she's like, bad design, and like they have
Yeah.
after the other. I don't really love her, but like the examples are unbelievable.
Well, that's the thing that's interesting is you can have a creator and they do like really interesting content that's like something you're really interested in. But if you don't like them personally, like you don't like their vibe, you're like, ew. Like I don't even want to watch this, because for us, we watch a shitload of RV videos, and the guy that does the leisure travel,
he's fantastic.
We love the guy that does.
We want one just because of him.
But there's Dean. But then there's the guy that does the leisure travel reviews.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
he's not good.
This guy Pagosa, and like I'm sure he's a lovely person, but there's just something about his videos that I just don't want to watch them. And I'm like, God, he's the only person doing good leisure travel videos, and he's like, he's such a dial tone. So I don't know. You could do a video of anything you wanted, and we would all be signed up because you're just charming and delightful.
I told Keith, I was like, when we do our live videos, when we first did our first raffle, he didn't want to be on it. He's like, that's all you. And I was like, I'm good, but I need someone to bounce off of. And then rewatching us together was probably like the funniest thing ever, because
my God.
I was just so oblivious to just how I was. And he's like, and I just saw it from a different perspective, and I was laughing and I genuinely don't like to, I know it seems surprising, but like to listen to myself. So
yeah, well, I don't know. I think you're fantastic on camera, and I got to tell you, we do not watch our videos after.
It's painful.
We don't watch them. So now we're using AI for a lot of things. So one of the things we're using AI for is to make short form clips. So we're using a platform called Video AI, and it gives us, out of a single podcast, or a podcast are between an hour and 2 hours, usually around an hour and a half. Sometimes we get going. And for $150 a month, I get out of every episode between 90 and 110 clips.
Oh, wow.
Of those clips, the vibe, they'll tell you, like, they give you a score for the videos and how it's going to perform. A lot of the ones, it's informative stuff that they have. And we really like the informative stuff that we do on the podcast. We just try to sneak it in there, right? Like we want to have fun with people. We want to have interesting conversations. We want people to join in the conversation. We want people to be invested in our guests. We want people to be invested in one another. We want to bring people together. So we're figuring it out.
We are.
And the best part is having, so I would prefer to have organic, like where I can see and touch you.
Yeah.
Touch you.
Hey now.
And make you feel super uncomfortable. We're really making, we really want to make an effort to support small businesses and creators, because, we're all just trying to pay our bills.
Right.
And of course to be able to pay our bills, and of course to fight against these massive corporations. And not that listen, some people that are going to buy in your store or that are going to support our podcast work for massive corporations, but we want to give a fighting chance to these businesses, because let's face it, when your little league team needs a sponsor, it's not going to be Target. When you need a fundraiser because your cousin has cancer, it's not going to be Home Depot that donates flowers and, decor. Like I think there's such a value in a small community. And I'm so glad to hear about New Bedford being revitalized. Coming from Fall River, my mother's ex-husband, number 2, his family owned like half the mills in Fall River.
Yeah.
And he had a little problem in the 80s. Let's just say they didn't own them all by the time they were done, but they still owned, and I don't know if he's still alive or what. I know he was looking for a kidney at one point. He still owned the Candy and Nut Center in Fall River in the mills there. So it's one of the last remaining actual mills still, but those buildings are so beautiful. They have so much character, but then they're revamping them and turning them into like it's like a New York City loft, like we're in Soho.
Yeah, nobody can afford
and they're using the cheapest material when they are making these anyway, and it feels like you do not have a wall separating these different apartments that you're paying a lot for. It's just wild.
No, so because you're in an old mill.
The shop is, yes.
Yeah. And so how is that for the shop? Like does it suit your needs, or is it?
At the moment it suits our needs. Difficult people have cleared themselves out accordingly, and things just take care of themselves. But other than that, like it's maybe about 600 square feet our space, or
Perfect.
is it 500 something, somewhere around there. It works out. We filled it up quick. We didn't think we would, but then it's very full, but it doesn't look cluttered or anything. So we want to keep it as our original, and if we expand, we expand.
I just realized that they're like, how am I just like having this like, because the weed is just starting to kick in. Sorry, I took cannabis oil before the podcast. I'm just realizing that you're David Rose.
I've gotten that a few times. So I rewatched that show before we had gone into doing this. I've seen the series before, but the shop was never a thing. As I'm rewatching it, I'm dying as David is describing his business and describing the relationship between them two, because I literally, without realizing it word for word, have basically said the same thing, where I'm like, I'm the creative one, he's the business one, and it's like locally sourced everything. And I'm like, wow, I was like, I became this before that was that. So it's like,
oh my God, I love it. Tell me something. Do either of you have parents that are insane?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to offer you your insane parents, but if you have your own insane parents.
Oh, so for what it's worth, I mean, who knows? I have not the greatest family situation or connections anyway. So I always, I'm big on chosen family. And then, Keith's family has been amazing with just, accepting me into it, and which I was never worried about. I just had to work through my own shit.
Well, same. And I definitely want to, let me just pull up these comments real quick, because I want to circle back to that, because I have a story and I relate to you. She says, it's pleasant to listen to Alan. I really want you to know that, like, it's so weird to be like, oh, we're having this online conversation. 118 people are watching, and we'll have 70% more people will watch this tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. It's not just us. So if you don't want to talk
wild. Sorry for the inappropriateness.
No. Don't be inappropriate. Be inappropriate all you want.
Are you kidding?
She says we need to get back to small back to small businesses and community, and the family plan is where it's at.
But so she also said, down with the pussy.
When she had her head on my lap. Rocking my tits on the table. I had a terrible family too. I was removed. My parents were 15 and 17 when I was conceived. My mom would have had an abortion if that had been an option for her. And my grandparents mostly raised me. I was sent back and forth. I was removed to my mom's. I was removed by the state several times.
FYI, I called the state 3 days ago. They still haven't come back for her. They said I was on my own.
They do not give a shit about
me. They couldn't
sure.
wait to get rid of her.
Yeah, no.
We don't want her.
Yeah, nobody wanted me.
Did you try to put her out with the trash on Monday?
No, but when your family is shitty, it really impacts every fiber of your being and everything you do for the rest of your life.
I lived in a group home for a period of time in Fall River. That was the extent of me living in Fall River, but we had been bounced around from homes after we were taken out. And I still don't want to go back to Fall River, it just
nobody really wants to go to Fall River.
I still remember the location. It's like, I just know, your body knows and senses it and stuff. And I've always been a firm believer of you're more than your past, and you're more than your struggle, and I wouldn't change anything I went through, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be who I am today. Yes. And I genuinely can say I like who I am today and who I've grown into. And I'm just trust your struggle.
You like him. Jerry's still out. I don't know. He's a fellow designer, so like,
you guys are in competition
we're in
with another.
Yeah, I don't know. About
Let's see whose is bigger.
I don't want the big one. But here's my thing. I think, to your point, I've always said the same thing about my traumas, and I'm so sorry that you went through all of that. And Trace is saying, love that is so so true about the challenges you've had. Trace has had herself a life, and I think the what I like is, and at least I try to do here, is create an environment where people feel like they can speak their truth, because I guarantee you, out of the 120 people watching this, at least 60 people can relate to what we're talking about here. Right. And then they feel less alone, and they feel less afraid to talk about it. And then people are living in less shame. And before you know it, we sound like Gen Z. I'm Gen X.
That's what happened with me, and I get like the generation under, and I know I'm not old, 33 years old.
My stepson would say you're old. My stepson would say you're old.
I know. But the generation under us have been breaking a lot of stigmas, and yes. I respect and commend that so much. I will say work ethic can go either way, because I also understand mental health and boundaries. So I love that we push for that. And that it's now okay to talk about this stuff. And I get where our parents came from. It was a different time. They were conditioned in their own ways. They did the best they did. They still fucked us up. And I think no matter who you are, how good you take care of your kids, you're still going to fuck them up. Every kid is going to have a problem with you at some point, and it's just part of that. And I never want to be looked at when people find out, oh, you were in foster care. They're like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I'm like, I don't open up with that. It's just a part of a blip in my life. It's not a defining moment or anything. It motivates us, or some of us, to create these different lives for ourselves.
But here's the thing, and I just want to applaud you and thank you so much for sharing that with us, especially in front of 122 people, and then the 700 that are watching tomorrow. But I'm really glad that you shared that.
I hope I get all the social media likes.
Well, yeah, you should get the social media likes, but more importantly, I think you sharing that story again makes people feel comfortable that they can share their story. But also, maybe somebody will say wow, look at this. There's foster kids out there that are really struggling, and, they turn out to do really great stuff. Right. And, they're amazing people, and maybe their challenges make them do great things. And maybe I want to consider taking in a foster child, or, contributing to agencies that support foster children, because what these kids go through with you don't have a suitcase, your shit's in a fucking trash bag, you go to one place. I don't know if you were ever put in a placement, or you just bringing your shit in a trash bag.
Yeah, it was usually just a backpack, or if you had that, but yeah.
They're treated terribly. And of course there's people out there that do it. As a matter of fact, our friend Zach was here before. His best friend and was a foster child, and was lived with this family, and he's now a part of the family, even though he's an adult, and he's going to school, and he's just doing great. But I think that to see, and if there's a kid out there that's in the system that's there's no hope for me, here you are, happy, well-adjusted, right, charming.
I remember thinking I can't wait until I hit 18, so this isn't a thing, because there was some places where you basically were a paycheck, and we just were locked out of a room, not allowed to be in this house and stuff. So I get that yearning for everything. I do realize I have chunks in my memory from certain things, but honestly there's a lot of things that just I don't know, just wanting a better life, it was the hope, and being able to talk about it as the years went on has helped that. So I do hope that this has helped someone somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. Listen, my stuff, I was fortunate enough to go to family members' houses as opposed to a group home. I think I was I have some memories. I know that I was moved at one point with my shit in a trash bag, but I was never in a facility for long enough to remember it. Or if I was, I completely blocked it out. It was usually I got put with another relative. I was held in an office or something, and then a relative would take me or whatever. So yeah, it puts into perspective, like, there's so many people who there's always going to be somebody who had it better than you, and there's always going to be somebody who had it worse. And
it's all about perspective,
Well, let's focus, people will focus on the people that have it better, and what does that do for you? Like, right. Oh, poor me. But if you focus on there's somebody out there that's had it worse than you, and there's somebody I don't know, it's not a contest. We're all going through our same thing, but sometimes we can start to feel pity for ourselves.
Right.
And it's actually one of the things that's hard for me is this motherfucker had 2 parents that loved him.
Yeah, what's that?
I know.
How dare I?
But then they died. So it's even now. We're all his parents are dead. So we're all even. Doug has parents that love him, but they're dead, which is kind of worse.
I will say, since we opened this shop, besides I have a twin brother, I have a younger brother, and I do have a sister. We haven't talked, and relationship with my mother, Rocky, but relationship with my brothers, they've come forward. We've connected a lot more. My sister had 6 kids, and kind of ended up in different ways doing the same thing that we all went through. So that's hard to have seen nieces and a nephew go through it. So I have my own issues because I haven't spoken, but the nieces, and I've connected with them since we've opened the shop. My eldest niece, Alexia, is 21 years old now. And then the second one is 19. They've come to see me in the shop, and I haven't seen them in over 10 years. And I've just reached out to try to, when I was younger, I wish I had any ounce of family that reached out to me, or at least put themselves out there. Yeah. So that's been a connection, and I feel like the shop has really helped that. And then also just last week, biological cousins of mine came into the shop that we're Facebook friends, but we haven't seen each other. I don't have those memories, so I don't know when the last time was, but it's really seemed like it's really helping bring connections together in all times. So it's been awesome.
Well, it's bringing you and your family back together. It's bringing the community together. It's bringing us together from Florida. Right? It's bringing 127 people that are currently watching together. I think that you're doing such great stuff with it. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just glad to know you.
No, it's fantastic.
I know. I can't wait for our next trip to Florida. I'm
come on down.
You are definitely a destination.
So just fly into Fort Myers. It's 20 minutes from our house. You can stay in the guest room. Just get oh my God, we rented a Toro. We got a little BMW 2-seater.
That's all Keithy. He loves his BMWs.
$65 a day off Toro.
What?
And it's 3 blocks away. So call me. I'll pick you up at the airport. We'll go pick up the car. I'll show you where the gay bar is. You can come and go as you please.
We're going to the Monkey Bar, Alan. That's where we're going.
You don't want to go to, our friend Ron, I can't remember if it's Ron or his husband, is a bartender there, and they've been telling us to come in forever to the to the ranch. Is that what it's called? The gay bar in town? It's the ranch? Cruisers. Yeah. The ranch is
the ranch is country
bar.
Country bar.
Yeah, I was the ranch does sound gay though too.
It does kind of,
They're probably all closeted. I
found another use for the hands. You can stick them on the front of a toy alligator, and and it's less scary. She's trying to.
It's get so big.
Junk.
I just was gonna bite him with the hands.
You know that's gonna.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Are we caught up on comments?
I think so, except for Tracy's. Yes, she agreed with everything you said, Ellen.
Lesbians and gays can be friends. They can be friends. Christians and gays can be friends. Yeah. Wait. So I have ADD. Sorry. I just want to ask you. So when how old were you when you and if you don't want to talk about this, tell me shut the fuck up, but we've already gone down the rabbit hole, so I'm going to keep going.
Right. I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up pretty soon.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Don't talk to her like that.
Tell me, how old were you when you realized you were gay? How old were you when you came out?
So I guess growing up, everyone always. I love uncomfortable questions anyway. I guess everyone always knew growing up. I guess growing up, it was not a thought or a factor for me. So I was not sexually active until high school. For me, I had one of my best friends come out. I entered high school 2004, and it still wasn't accepted the way it is now. So my friend came out. He was one of the first people to come out. And then I started talking to someone and I was like, I think I have feelings for a guy. And it was the end of my freshman year of high school. I entered high school a little earlier. So I was 14 and 15 or 13 and 14, one of those. So once I found out, I was like, okay, I think I'm bi. And I came out because if you accept me, you do. If not, I'm not. I can't be who I'm not. And saying that, knowing that at that age, how I was then, I'm like, I'm proud of that now that I think about it.
So how old were you?
So like 14 about.
14.
I think.
Oh, that is young.
Yeah.
That is
So
young.
I didn't know, but I did get teased for it growing up. And it was like, oh, my mother and my sister thought I was outside playing with everyone else. And they were making comments about me. And I didn't know. And, you know, they've never been that way. Like my family has never been like, oh, he's gay. I've never had that issue. But sometimes I wonder, like, if I wasn't teased for it so much, would I still be gay? Then I look at a dick and I'm like, yes, I would.
So I would love to have, actually, I told Nolan, I was like, I will give you money to go to the Apothecorner and buy some stuff. But I'm going to give you the credit card number because he'll go crazy with it. Like give him a limit, like $20.
His dorm room will have that lace.
Don't give it to Keith.
He wants to be an entrepreneur, and of course he had the experience of coming out as a young gay man. Same deal though. We knew Nolan was gay. Like I knew from the minute I met him he was gay. When did you figure it out?
From your because when you're with somebody like every day, right? You don't like but
I say that when you have a kitten and then you're around it every day, all of a sudden it's a cat, but you didn't see it grow
you don't
into
even
a cat.
know. Well, so here's the thing.
Same thing with homosexuals.
Right, one day you're a cat.
Well, we put him in conversion camp. It didn't work.
Yeah,
it didn't take.
Did not.
It didn't stick. Yeah.
To be clear to everyone, we would not put anyone in conversion camp.
Oh God, yeah. Be careful.
So he came out to us and we were just like
yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Shocker.
Yeah.
We were like, really? Like, okay.
I did have girlfriends and stuff. Like,
oh yeah, no, he did too.
Yeah.
He did too. But did you because you
I went almost all the way, and then my twin brother, when I got home, so in high school when I was actually dating a girl from Lakeville, everyone thought I was gay.
Where did you go to high school?
New Bedford, Boke.
Okay, go ahead. Because you knew somebody from Lakeville. I didn't know if you went to Diamond or if you went to Bristol Aggie or not Bristol Aggie, BP. Go ahead.
So I was dating someone that lived out there, and people in gym class and stuff didn't believe me. Like, oh, this kid who's obviously gay saying he has a girlfriend in Lakeville.
Yeah.
I get how it came. I did have a girlfriend in Lakeville. So I went over there one weekend and we ended up kind of messing around. But I felt like pressure, and then it didn't happen. And then I was like, oh no, I licked it, and that was the last time I ever did that. Not a fan of that. I'll eat ass all day, but vagina's just not it. Then when I got home, my twin brother had punched me because he was mad because then my sister said, like, your gay brother got vagina before you ever did. So like,
oh my God, it's like terrible, but it's also like
we can laugh about it now.
We can laugh about it now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so I don't know what the worst part about that is, because I'm thinking about it from a gay man's perspective. Probably the vagina was the worst part of it for him.
Oh, I was just thinking,
okay. You want the cherry on this? What actually happened? So
I do.
After this weekend, this had started with like some rubbing, and that the next couple of days or something, the idea of intercourse was to happen. Mind you, we're probably about 13, 14. This is before I was gay. It might have been the cause now that I think about it. She ended up having her period. Her mother wasn't home and she wanted to do this. I didn't think, I was way too nervous anyway. And then there was no condom. She couldn't find it. So her idea was plastic wrap. And I said, absolutely fucking not. Plus you're bleeding, so we're not doing that. So that did not happen. And yep.
You can come on the podcast anytime you want.
I have
This
so
is
many
juicy.
questions.
Oh,
I have so many
yeah.
questions.
Oh,
I've
I
got
please.
can't even,
more.
I don't even know where to start. Well, I will tell you one thing. I do know somebody that has turned a bunch of
Yeah, I know. I've
of,
turned 3
turned a
guys
bunch
gay
of
now.
them.
3. Yep. Yeah.
It just didn't work for you, Doug?
That's why I'm a little jumpy when she comes around me. Like, don't touch my nipples.
Well, I try to shove things in the butt, and I try to
Oh my
I
God.
put things
All
out
right.
as
Men
Wait,
didn't ask for our prostate to be in their butt. So, like, yes, it's kind of a gay thing, but it's actually not because it's the man's pleasure center.
No, you know what? I think in the year 2024,
yeah, you
like,
can peg your husband.
Right. Remember, I have
That's what the hands are for.
I would have to have five margaritas before I would peg my husband. But I'm a pillow princess, baby. I'm just laying back there. But listen, I was going to lose my virginity, and this is God's honest truth. I've talked about it on the podcast before. The night I was going to lose my virginity, I was on acid, and we were going to have sex, and I got my period, and I was like, "Oh, we're not doing it since I had my period." And instead, I thought he was Roger Rabbit, and my mom was passed out drunk on the couch, and my sister and the dog
family reunion
chasing us around the kitchen. The dog is barking, and my sister's running around and screaming, and my mom's like, "Shut up, I'm trying to sleep." Like, you're passed out. No, she wasn't. She didn't even say shut up and try to sleep. She was asleep the entire time.
The dog's barking.
She was on all of
the
drugs.
walls are melting.
Yeah. So wow. So I love that you shared that, and I'm so sorry that mean vagina scared you. And
yeah. I'm Facebook friends
with
with this woman, and she has like, I don't know, 5 kids or something.
Have you ever talked about it?
No. I think I just said, "Wow, your oldest looks just like you. I'm so happy for you." You know, all that. But we've never. But I will say that's the only ex-girlfriend I talked to. So
nice.
Or Facebook friends with. I support. You know.
Well, it's not like her husband's threatened by you, right? Like, you're not interested.
I think she's also recently single again, so I'm sure men are off the market.
Well, maybe she planned on knocking on your door with sacrifice that is no longer an option.
I just imagine, like, I'm imagining the scene where you lick it like it's a stamp. You're like making a face.
I was also young. I don't have a tongue either, so like my tongue's not long. But
you had to get right up in there. That's a lot.
Like I was, but now I say, like, as an adult, like, I love ass and all that's included with that, but I don't think I would go down on a vagina again because it's just not. It's not the cheeks, you know.
It's different. It's different. That's
the more you know. That's.
Oh God, I have so many questions and so many thoughts, and we could go on till 2 o'clock.
I'm officially at a loss.
Okay, well, why are you at a loss?
I don't know.
Right.
By the way, this isn't even Billy. When Billy comes on,
oh, Billy's gonna be a lot.
You'll be like,
I expect it from Billy,
Alan
but like,
was calm.
Alan's just
like
trying to like
businessman.
Alan just went on a tirade. Well, not a tirade, but he was very eloquent about his foster and like the family and this, that, and the other thing,
and the business and marketing.
You know why I love this is because of the duality. Because yes, we are business people and all that, but we're real people and we have real life stories, and we like dirty things.
But that's what makes, I think that's what makes the Apothecorner so special, is that it's so authentic. Yeah. And I think, and I'd like to say that that's true about our podcast, that it's incredibly authentic. And I think that as the world becomes more and more digital, and hey, listen, you and I are going to use AI.
It feels very safe and accepting. I will say that. You guys are amazing.
Well, thank you. But like in the world, as we move more toward, AI, and of course, like more and more machine stuff and people working remote, people feel so disconnected. So I think people are craving authenticity and connection, and
handmade shit.
Yeah, tiny handmade shit.
When the robots take over the world, we're all going to be making handmade shit to pay for groceries. Or we're all.
When Florida washes away, I hope you guys are visiting Mass.
Alan, there's an old Bugs Bunny cartoon where he takes a saw and saws Florida off and pushes it into the ocean, and that's essentially what
we're expecting. We're expecting a bad hurricane season too. It's supposed to not
very
be
excited
good.
about that.
Yeah, so I think I heard that somehow.
So we had a direct hit from Cat 5 hurricane a year and a half ago. Jeez. We were very lucky there. So when we lived in Massachusetts, we lived oceanfront in Situate. We had waves go over our house, so we're prepared. Here we had water come up to the side of our house because we're like across the street from the houses across the street from us have a canal behind them. So the water came up to our house. but Doug was having a panic attack.
I was.
But,
it was a Cat 5.
I don't blame you. Yeah,
wasn't even supposed to hit us, and it ended up moving, but we didn't really know where to go, and there were people broken down the highway, so we just stayed. So, moving forward, we're supposed to have another icky hurricane season. Honestly, I can't afford to live in Massachusetts. It's so expensive.
It is a little crazy.
Me neither. Yeah. I have like 4 jobs, and I don't think that includes 2 of my side jobs. Like,
yeah, that's and the graphic design stuff. I don't know about you, but it's definitely been slower.
Yeah, it's definitely changing. Like I'm in more of the strategy branding kind of like
I market with like small business people where I'm like, oh, you need help making your Canva flyer not look like shit. Like,
yeah. Well, we were talking about that.
I fucking love Canva
because
there's a lot. I pay for that. I use Adobe Photoshop. Those are the ones I basically cycle through because there's no such thing as clip art anymore because you have to pay for everything. So now I pay for it through Canva and I utilize it in Photoshop and just kind of bounce back.
That's smart to do. that. Yeah, so Doug still, first of all, he's just finished up this record, which when you get a chance, listen to it.
We lived in Situate for what, 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. Yeah,
that's how I know Christina, and Christina is how I know you. Christina, you're a chiropractor friend. We lived on Surfside Road.
Keithy.
37 Surfside Road. We were having a nice conversation about your husband here trying to eat a pussy. Not going really well.
It was traumatic response after traumatic response with those conversations.
Let's talk about living in. Well, first we'll talk about living in foster care, and we'll talk.
It's comparable to eating vagina. It really is.
Yeah, I've done both. And
group homes were the worst.
Yeah, I can't.
Then it was vagina. Then it was foster.
Because if you were a kid that was targeted by other kids, that is infinitely worse in a group home situation.
They couldn't treat you any different, so everyone was there usually for behavioral type of stuff, and everyone just had to be treated the same. And it was like this old firehouse, I think, and like apartment. Just doorways, open doorways. You had to say step every time you walked over a threshold. You weren't allowed to go into a room without asking. They knew that. Then you had to say step. You just had to announce everything. It just was my comparison, at least at that age, was like what I thought a prison would be like for children.
But the interaction with the other kids, how was that? Did you feel like they ganged up on you?
I kept to myself. I know that it was very scheduled. We had to take a bus to school in New Bedford. At the time in high school, I was very goth and emo. I had long hair. I had the fishnets, all that. So the uncomfortable part was I used to straighten my hair. When we got taken out of our house, where in high school, this was already a thing for me. It was scheduled that everyone had to shower in the morning. I awkwardly requested that my DSS worker kind of finagled it where I could shower the night after dinner so I could wake up and straighten my hair. I, at this current time, don't know how me then felt comfortable enough to do that in like this house of like young adolescent boys.
But don't you love that you, as an adult, you're looking back and you're able to somewhat reparent yourself by looking at the young man that you were, the amazing young man that you were, that you had so much bravery. And by the way, I don't know that bravery would be a part of you if you hadn't been through what you've been through. I hate to be like, oh, let's give the trauma some credit here. No, I'm giving you the credit for overcoming the trauma and becoming a goddamn badass.
Well, thank you. I never think of that.
Well, see that. Well, that's why you talk about it, right? You talk about it so that you remember, like, wow, like I was so brave. I went through so much, and I was so brave. And it's crazy. Do you know what it costs a single person? Christina was just telling me today, of all people, Christina was telling me today that I think she hung up on me today because of stuff I was telling her.
Oh yeah, she's a little crazy.
As soon as I start talking about bestiality, she's out. I don't know why.
We all have our limits.
I just need to be very clear with everyone. I do not actually want to have sex with any pets. I don't think you should have sex with pets, but if you do, you should get an animal communicator who can get the consent from the pet.
Brilliant. There's got to be a market for it. No, let's not create a market for that.
I'm gonna be
I
the
don't know. I have mixed
a bunch
feelings.
of horny house pets that really want to have sex with their owners, and you talk to an animal communicator, and they're like, "Oh my god, this dog is so horny." Like, what if? I don't know.
I'm gonna be the heavy here. It's 9:59.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get cut off. So StreamYard cuts us off after
Alan,
a while.
just so you know, we end every episode of this. Thank you for being on, by the way. We end every episode with our gratitude.
But yeah, we're in the middle of this amazing conversation. I would love to have
We would go on.
I would love to have like a gay men's choir night where we get all
you
of our.
let me know.
Yeah, no, seriously, if we could get
Thursdays work great for me.
Keith and Nolan and Billy, that would be a fucking cool ass night to do, because it would be like, yeah, and it would, like Ask a Gay night we could do, and you know, maybe you guys give us not only, you know, tell us the inside
Sponsor a homo.
the gay world. I don't even know what to say about that.
You could be foster homos.
Yeah,
we could
Foster fag.
360. That's circle of life, motherfucker, right there.
People are crazy. So yeah, I'd love to have you on again a million times. I'd love to. I'll talk to you all night long. I am going to fall asleep very soon because I took Northern Lights. I don't know if you guys know this. Northern Lights will knock you to fuck to sleep. It's also excellent for migraines. So I want to have you on a million more times. I love you so much. All I want to do is squish you and like do mom stuff for you and like fold your laundry and be like, hey, we're having Thanksgiving and we're having I really like to make Thanksgiving. We're having 300 dishes. As a matter of fact, if you guys don't have a Thanksgiving, I will fly up there to your house and make you a ridiculous Thanksgiving. And I fucking hate the cold and I can barely stand, but I will get really high and cook for 3 days in your house. I'm sorry for the mess.
Okay. Or drag
Trey says, sponsor a homo. That is your quote for the night. Yeah, who officially said sponsor a homo? Sponsor a homo?
Alan did, but
Alan.
I said maybe we could just become like, you know, they could be foster homos for because everybody, right? Why? Who wouldn't want to foster a homo?
Right.
So wait, do you mind if I use foster a homo?
Go for it.
It's okay, Alan. It's okay. He's gay. Is that okay if I use that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to be using that this week.
I give you full consent for
so
whatever AI wants to do with me.
I promise you, I will not make you eat my pussy, and I do not have a period, so we should be fine. God, this has been horrifying for the viewers. We are so grateful you are all here tonight. Alan, we're so grateful you're here. We do gratitude every night. It's like how we wrap our podcast up. So if you are so inclined to join us in sharing your gratitude, we would love to hear it. And Trace says, please come back. You belong to this group.
Thank
and
you so
I couldn't agree more. And I, you know, we've had some high numbers tonight, but 133 of the live show that we can see. That's a really great number. We're so glad you guys are all here. Please come back and please support Alan and Keithy Keith. You're supposed to call him Keith, but I'm going to call him Keithy.
Yeah.
At the Apothecorner in New Bedford. Go to the shop. Go to the events. They all sound like a blast. But more importantly, go online and swipe a card. The box of stuff that I got, including shipping for this gorgeous Monstera, and Monsteras are crazy expensive, in this beautiful terracotta skull pot. These homemade beauty items. I got 2 lip balm sticks, a massage, lip balm and hand cream pot.
2 bars of soap, handmade
soap. They're massage bars. 2 massage bars, room spray, and
tiny hands.
My prosperity birds. They sent me the tiny hands as a gift, and the body scrub. It was, for all of it shipped to Florida, it was $99.
Like Christmas Goddamn morning,
like they're giving shit away. So if you need a gift from away, you are like, if they want to get delivery in the continental US for Mother's Day, they need to get their order in soon, right? When is Mother's Day?
We are doing right now for the rest of this month, orders of $50 or more is free shipping.
But how long is your turnaround time? So if someone places an order right now,
we usually ship on Mondays.
So they need to get it in before Saturday if they want it there for Mother's Day.
Yes.
Oh no, they probably have another week. No,
I don't shop. I don't know.
So if today is so you probably have another week or so, but I would just do it now.
We only dragged yours out because we were trying to figure out the plant situation.
No. Yeah, but you have to allow for time with the post office, and they're not like always the most reliable. There's the Apothecorner. Don't forget to go to apothecorner.com. Put an order in. Order a Mother's Day gift. You'll have it done. It will be off the list. It will be one less thing that you have to do. And you'll support a local business, and you can tell your mom, I supported this local business in the city of New Bedford, which had basically crumbled to nothing. They were having massive gang problems, and they're revitalizing that city and turning it around. They're renewing all this beautiful architecture, all these historical items. It's a good time. I don't feel like I let you talk at all tonight.
Well, we had a guest, so
it's true. I know, but I talk too much.
And I had two parents that loved me, so I couldn't join the conversation.
Get out of here.
And I enjoy vagina, so
by the way, we had a whole shitload of stuff that we were supposed to we hashtagged.
We had quite the fervor before you joined us, Alan. There was all kinds of chit chat going on. I think you caught part of it. So
we have stuff, but we're gonna have to once again. I feel like an asshole because we hashtagged a bunch of stuff that we never even talked about. But I'm gonna just 10 seconds each. Shop small. Wow, now you know why. New Bedford. Now you know why. Hashtag T Swift. Apparently, Taylor Swift's having these pop-ups. People are going crazy for them. And Stevie Nicks wrote a poem that's in her new album. And she wrote this heartfelt letter about her album. And it was in the pop-up. And people are all like, oh, Taylor Swift wrote a piece of paper. And it's in a case here. So, cool. I think that there's a lot of similarities between Taylor Swift and Stevie Nicks. I'm glad to see them together. Tamra from the Real Housewives of Orange County is back. And she will be the longest running housewife. She has overtaken Vicky, who's
I'm not one of those gays. Never got into Housewives.
Well, I am. I like Jersey for some reason. They're
all foul.
I think I'm going to rewatch Atlanta because I love Nene's attitude. She gives zero fucks. I like people who give zero fucks. I like anybody who keeps it real. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of exposure to Black America, so Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to have to be the closest thing I have because Larry the pool guy is no longer doing our pool. Now he's Larry the cool guy, and I don't know what he works. And Ken is always doing banking and taking care of his kids. And who else do we have? Oh, we got to go hang out with Chris and I can picture her face.
Jamie.
No.
Who?
Chris and Lila.
Oh.
Chris and Lila. But
how do you forget Lila's? She was on a guest on the show
I'm
last
high
night.
as
All right,
fuck.
Gratitude.
Scientology. Apparently, Surrey has nothing to do with Tom Cruise, and they have left Scientology. FART is apparently a new government acronym because our government is full of fucking idiots. The Freedom Caucus is now known as FART. FART. The Floor Action Response Team. FART is what it's now called.
They're silent but deadly.
This country is a clown world. RFK Jr., his family came out in support of Joe Biden. Wow.
No, most of them, are not supporting him at all.
RFK Jr. also has a shitty family. We all have that in common.
Yay.
Varying degrees, of course.
Yeah.
His father also dead.
Yeah, well, his father loves him. See, you fuckers. Andy Cohen has stepped down from Bravo. I don't know who can fill Andy's shoes. I don't know.
Nobody.
Cannibals. Apparently, President Biden was on television and said that his uncle was eaten by cannibals. The White House has done some backpedaling.
Prove him wrong. That's all I'm saying. Cannibals ate Biden's uncle.
The Apprentice is trending. I don't know why, because it looked like a different Apprentice, but I always found it interesting that the Apprentice television show was not on during the Trump administration. I feel like it should have been 24 hours a day.
Right.
Just on a network somewhere. So
you didn't own it then, yeah.
Well, it was probably a constant reminder of all the crap that he launched that failed. Trump water, Trump vodka.
Well, we were watching the other day, and it was a product that was on Trump, and it was we saw it somewhere. Oh, the peach iced tea.
Oh, that was
orange dye.
Michaels, Brett Michaels is diabetic. Yeah. So when he was on that show, he developed a flavor of Snapple tea, the diet Snapple tea that had cinnamon in it, which is good for blood sugar and all this stuff. And it actually was pretty good, and
they still carry it.
And apparently it's still being.
I was
made.
like, oh, hey, that was on The Apprentice.
Yeah.
In any case, we have to do our gratitude because they're literally going to cut us off.
I'm grateful for all the stuff that we received in a box.
I am thankful for all the stuff we received in the box. I'm thankful for our wonderful guests. I'm thankful the 136 people that were here tonight. I'm thankful for all the people that chatted. I don't have time to name names tonight. We'll get cut off. I want to give Keithy time to talk about what he's grateful for. What do you got, babe? And I'm calling you Keithy, and you're out.
I'm thankful for you guys having me. I'm thankful for all the listeners and everyone watching in and listening in. Just overall, thank you for your love and your support and getting to know you guys a little bit better. This has been absolutely amazing, and I would love to come on again. So
it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
We just might have to make it a Thursday night thing,
I'm
baby.
down.
We'll
do the thing.
You just let us know when you're bored. Just be like, hey, I'm bored. Tracy says, I'm thankful for you three. I'm thankful for the master haters. I'm thankful for delicious eggs for dinner.
I had eggs for dinner.
You had eggs for dinner. I had chia pudding. Thank you. By the way, chia pudding. Yeah. It's like 2 tablespoons, a half a cup of milk or of your choice, some berries, and Doug puts whipped cream on top for me. Oh my God. Perfect meal. I am thankful for Bex. We're thankful for your imaginary wife too. I'm thankful that you shared Rob's number with me. I plan on calling this weekend. He's not going to answer on the weekend, goofball. He's not there. Call him tomorrow or email him and schedule a call for Monday. If you need a disability attorney or malpractice attorney, my friend Rob Noah is the one who won my case. My case was very complicated. He's absolutely brilliant.
Because she's sick.
Disability is federal, so he can take he can take any call. He can take anybody in the United States. He's just an amazing guy. If you want to schedule an appointment, it's rlnoahlaw@gmail.com or his website. Just look up Robert Noah Law, N-O-A Noah. Absolutely amazing attorney. Absolutely amazing person. Just couldn't love him anymore. In any case, gratitude. Are we almost? Wait. Oh, you're thankful for us, and you're thankful for coming, and you can come again.
Yes. Yeah. So thankful for all that, and yeah, that's what I got, guys.
And you better say you're thankful for Keithy. Did he say?
I'm obviously thankful. For Keithy. He is the best thing to enter my life, and I always say he is the most attractive person I've ever dated. I love him for so much more that I won't put him on the spot for, but yes. Just overall grateful for 2024 and all that it has to offer. Things finally coming together.
Oh my God, I just thought of something.
What's that?
We could do gays versus lesbians night.
On Jackbox?
On the podcast.
On anything. Yeah.
Really?
I'm like not wrestling or anything. I don't want to die.
We're not versus anything.
No, like some sort of like a comparison thing. Like
rock, paper, scissors.
No. We take stuff that's super stereotypical.
Yeah.
And like Subaru. Ding.
Yay or nay.
Oh yeah, U-Haul.
So what you may notice, yes, second date. What you may notice here is that we
make fun of everybody.
We
equal opportunist.
We've decided that the way to bring people together is to mock everyone on
Equally.
the highest way we can. And if we don't like you, we don't mock you. If we like you, we mock you. It's I don't know.
I always say I'm the nicest asshole you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
I wish I was more of an asshole.
No,
you eat.
No. Oh my God. He's like surly and grouchy on the outside, but on the inside, he's the biggest fucking pushover on the planet. Whereas I'm loud and fucking awful to everybody. But
I'm all man. Don't get me wrong. I'm all man.
I am the biggest sweetheart.
You'd make a good lesbian, Doug.
Oh, that's a nice compliment.
I love all people.
Okay, so we got to cut off. All right.
Yeah, we
love you guys. We've done our gratitude. Do you have any other comments? Anne loved she checked her site earlier today. Impressive. And then Tracy says, go government on that one. Fart. Hilarious. Y'all, we love you. Thank you so much. Come again and again and go into your room and come and just, clean up. If you use a baby wipe, put it in the trash, not the toilet will clog your pipes. Love you.
Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Jackbox tomorrow.